Hello, and welcome to Dungeons and Magi, where we open our handbooks, open our minds, and more importantly, we roll the damn dice. As always, I'm your Dungeon Master Caleb, or you may call me the Viking DM. We have a few announcements to get through, so bear with us. First up, we have Elliot with our socials.
We are live on Twitch and YouTube every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are now a Twitch affiliate, and we want to thank all of you for helping us get this far. You can subscribe to our channel with 3 tiers, and you can even use your Amazon Prime subscription to sub for free each month. We now have a Patreon. Our Patreon is open with 4 tiers, and you can join for as little as $5 a month. The top tier gets you exclusive access to our Discord, custom merch, entry for giveaways, and even the chance to play with us. Visit us as patreon.com/Dungeons and Magi. You cannot search us due to us being listed as adult content. Check out our website at www.dungeonsandmagi.com. Also check out our other social media. Facebook is facebook.com/Dungeons and Magi. Twitter is @Dungeons and Magi. Instagram is www.instagram.com/dungeons_and_magi. And TikTok and Twitch are both @dungeons_and_magi. Back to the DM.
All right. Next, we have Aaron with some new store info.
Hey, guys, we launched our store. Yeah. At Deals and Haggles, we got shirts, we got hats and hoodies and cups and mugs, potions, and there's even going to be dice. Now, if there's something you want, you can't find it, the Hag can make it, man. It's the Hag. All you got to do is reach out, send us a message, and the Hag will come up with it. You can find us at www.dungeonsandmagi.com, all one word, and you click on the store link. And if you use the code DAMMED, DAMMED, at checkout, you get 15% off your first order.
All right. Ethan, special announcements.
Oh, well, good evening, everyone. I'm so glad you guys were able to join us on this very special night. It is the month of October, as we're getting near the end of it, but that doesn't mean that we're not raising awareness for breast cancer for this month. At the bottom of your screen, you'll see our PayPal information. Every dollar that is sent to that specific PayPal, Dungeons and Magi will match it up to $100, and it will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation, benefiting the fight for breast cancer. For all those fighting and struggling, we do send our thoughts and prayers, as this is not a easy or it's a horrible ailment to be going through. Our continuous one-shot, which is the Tales Told in the Old West, is the last Sunday of every month at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, where the group goes to South Dakota in the late 1800s. This was written by yours truly and designed, like the combat system and the classes were all designed by Caleb. We have our new show, Behind the Curtain, which is the first Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, where we sit down and just discuss what has happened the past month, whether the campaign. You can ask the DM questions, he can ask us questions, kind of get thoughts from you guys as well as far as the direction the campaign is going. So be sure to tune in 2 weeks from, or actually I should say a week from this upcoming Wednesday. It's coming up. Next week, however, for a little bit of sad news, we will be taking a break from our campaign. We are celebrating Halloween, but that doesn't mean we're not playing D&D. We're just doing a special Halloween one-shot, and of course, we are all dressing up. You can join us for our normal time at 6 p.m. Eastern for the Ship of the Damned. This is going to be awesome. And with that, Caleb, back to you.
Yes, and just a reminder, we will have a few of us that are dressed up as D&D characters. I know Pam is dressing up as Arlie. We have Jeannie dressing up as Bakira. Aaron's dressing up as the new van, the human van. And I will be dressing up as my favorite one-shot character, my Goliath Barbarian Maresh. So please tune in so you can see that. And this will be an amazing one-shot. It's one that none of us have done. So please tune in for that. Ben, our sponsors.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you, Caleb. We have our first permanent sponsor for the entire campaign, and they are Dungeon Crate. Dungeon Crate is a subscription box full of epic products, including dice, miniatures, tabletop terrain, and original adventures that you can't find anywhere else, all delivered to your castle doors each month. We are so excited to be working with them. And if you put in the code DungeonMagi22 at checkout, you will get 10% off a new subscription. Also, all Crate members may use their monthly code to receive 10% in the online RPGs. Please visit them at dungeoncrate.com or on our sponsor page. We also like to thank Luna Stolas Live. They are a fantasy-inspired Etsy shop that focuses around the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Check out their best-selling item, the D&D Mystery Loot Pack, which inspires an adventure through random dice, figurines, cards, and more. Written from the perspective of their homebrew Fae Pocket Realm, each package comes with a letter from the Archfey Lavandula Lazuli with a quest or information corresponding to your package. Some personalization can be done through themes, or they can be made out to your D&D character. If you use the code DNMAGI, you will get 10% off any of the items in the shop. Check them out on Etsy and on our site. We have rolled out a new sponsor tier known as Partners. A partner is a sponsor who's gone above and beyond to help Dungeons & Magi reach their potential. A partner has agreed to make a lifetime commitment to provide product or service to Dungeons & Magi to aid in giveaways and overall production. We would like to thank and introduce our first official partner, and they are our very own Raven's Nest Dice. We were provided with these custom character-themed dice and dice boxes. Get your own dice today on Etsy, or you can find them on the sponsor page of our site. With that, back to you, Caleb.
See, now that Pam has her dice, I no longer have the only liquid core dice anymore.
True. That's true. I don't even have liquid cores. What's up with that?
But, you know, guys, if there are no further announcements, it's time to roll the damn dice. All right. So, last we left off, Misery's End had taken some time to rest and explore more of the keep that they took over, finding various sections that were destroyed previously or caved in, finding offices, and finding different places to produce items and create items. They spent a good part of their time just housekeeping, basically. They decided to get into some alcohol that was very old, and it worked.
What could possibly go wrong?
Even on
Why
the
do we
cure.
allow the drunk people to continue exploring?
Also, we had a death. Van suddenly dropped out of nowhere, unconscious. Everybody's scrambling to figure out what is done. By the time you were able to get to him to render aid, he had gone cold. Arlie, for lack of a better word, came in clutch with the reincarnation spell, using their only pieces and only items that they have to use that reincarnation spell. Van was reincarnated as a human.
Oh, and then Arlie passed out, and everybody
And
just left her on
left
the
Arlie
floor.
behind.
Go back to not.
So,
I just want to
Ish.
point that out. You all just left Arlie laying on the floor.
You survived. You're okay.
I was
then everybody ventured up to the top floor, finding the offices, finding the office of the keeper of the feather, Van's office. Two of you, Bakira and Safi, noticed an eerily recognizable clock that struck you with fear. As everybody turned you away, you saw glimpses of two ghostly children running across behind them, trying to destroy the clock. Safi threw a rock and it disappeared. Van in turn threw a dagger, which also disappeared. While Bakira sat there and explained to everybody what the significance of this clock was, Van decided in his drunken stupor to go check out the clock, and in turn fell into a portal.
Oops.
Everybody freaking out called Arlie, called Elwyn, the new member of Misery's End / the Ravens, the Furbolg monk, who is also the husband of Arlie. Everybody jumped through the portal.
I was pushed.
Yes.
Alan
Everybody
was
that
cold.
everybody that matters
Oh, wow.
jumped through the portal.
Okay, I see this.
So,
hey, I had to show them somehow.
Yeah,
And
and
just throw a book through it.
I'm sorry, babe, but you're the butt of everybody's joke,
We'll
so...
see.
But this was an emergency, and you had.
Yeah, every group's got
It was an emergency, and you had to go through anyway. So why not?
so that's where we pick up tonight. Just a reminder for all of those playing. Ethan was not with us the last time we ventured to this place. And our viewers did not get to see this.
Yeah.
So
Welcome to hell.
I am going to put out a reminder. As a reminder, Belagor is one of the oldest human settlements in Talamar. You guys have ventured back to Talamar. Most of the villagers are farmers, the majority being shepherds. The rest of the villagers work in trades that support the farmers by spinning wool, weaving clothes, shoeing horses, milling grain, and the like. Some merchants move goods from Belagor to other settlements, such as Millhelm, but shipments move less frequently since the demons took over most of Talamar. Sitting atop a hill in the back of Belagor sits a house. This house has gone untouched for almost 100 years and has been nicknamed the Death House. The house has been burned to the ground many times, only to rise from the ashes time and time again, by its own will or that of Orithok. Locals give the building a wide berth for fear of antagonizing the evil spirits believed to haunt it. You see, the wealthy family that built the house practiced the dark arts. Through seduction and indoctrination, they expanded their cult to include a small yet nefarious circle of friends. When word got out, the rest of the village turned a blind eye to the house and the nightly debaucheries happening within it. The cult tried to summon malevolent extraplanar entities with no success. The cultists also preyed on visitors, sacrificed them in bizarre rituals, and hosted morbid banquets to feast on their corpses. When nothing came of these ritualized murders, the cultist activities became thinly disguised excuses to indulge their lurid fantasies. The ranks of the cult thinned as members began to lose interest in the debacle.
I forgot about all this.
Then Orithok arrived. The cultists regarded Orithok as a messiah sent to them by the dark powers. Drawn to Orithok like moss to a flame, they pledged their devotion for a promise of immortality. But Orithok turned them away, deeming the cult and its leaders unworthy of his attention. The cultists withdrew to the death house in despair. The cult's habits of trapping and devouring wayward visitors proved to be its downfall. On one occasion, the cult snared a band of adventurers whom Orithok had lured into his domain to be his playthings. A black carriage arrived at Death House soon thereafter, and from out of its black heart stepped the demon himself. The cultists tried to impress Orithok. In response, he slaughtered them for slaying his playthings. Centuries later, the cultist spirits haunt the dungeons under the house. The building itself, it seems, is unwilling to let the cult be forgotten. And as you all teleport through this clock, you stumble into you roll onto a gravel road. This gravel road leads to a sub-village. Its tall houses, dark as tombstones. Nestled among these solemn dwellings are a handful of closed-up shops. Even the small tavern is shut tight. A soft whimpering draws your eye towards a pair of children standing in the middle of the otherwise lifeless streets. What do you do?
Elvis picks himself up and kind of looks around and sees the children and cautiously approaches. What's wrong with that one?
Is that Rose and Thorn?
Arlie's gonna stay back
yeah.
because
Yeah.
she's like, nope, I'm not doing this shit.
Hey guys.
Yes. Bakira and Safi, you would recognize this as Rose and Thorn, yes.
Belvis, wait, come here really quick.
Hey, you came. Look.
So we tried to release these kids and ended up releasing a demon, so I don't know if they are the demons, but they could also be very unfortunate spirits tied to the demon. It's a long story. We've been here before.
Bakira walks up to Rose and Thorn.
We released what we thought were little kids too.
And kneels down in front of them and asks, "Do you recognize me?"
You see two children. The 10-year-old Rose and her 7-year-old brother Thorn. Rosevalda and Thornbolt. Thorn is weeping and clutching a stuffed doll. Rose is trying to hush him. As you approach and you call out, Rose looks up to you. There's a monster in our house. And she points to the tall brick row house that has seen better days. Its windows are dark. It has a gated portico on the ground floor. And the rusty gate is slightly ajar. The houses on either side are abandoned. Their windows and doors boarded up.
This is probably an illusion then.
Arlie is
That or
hiding.
the spirits are tied to the demon as servants.
Arlie's hiding behind Elwyn at this point.
I don't even see the kids. I'm at the gate looking at this cool fucking house. Oh, this is so fucking cool. There was a clock. I went through a clock and then I look at this fucking. Hey guys! Guys, look at this You guys
Van,
came.
sober up. This can't be how we lose you.
I'm so happy you came.
Van, make a Constitution saving throw. You really want your heavy hitter to pass out?
No.
Constitution.
Uh-huh.
18.
As you're holding on to this, your head starts to hurt, and finally you sober up.
Holy fuck!
Although you do have a hangover.
Oh,
If
dude.
you're done messing about, man, we can come back out here.
All right.
Away from the dark, creepy house.
Yeah, we have a few things to warn you guys about.
Man.
I'm pretty sure those kids are here to lure us into the house, because this is exactly what happened the last time we were here. I don't know if they're real kids that are enslaved. I don't know if they're completely an illusion. All I know is this is the exact same thing they did to us last time. Also, I don't have the harp that would really save us, because there's going to be a lot of poison. A lot. Fumes. And they come from the fireplace.
Well,
Why would we go in if it's a trap then?
Because we need to kill the fucker that's doing this. That's why.
No.
I'm thinking that they're stuck in a loop.
Something terrible, and if these kids are real, then they're stuck in a loop.
No.
you two have been here before?
Yes.
That's
where I don't know if you've seen the harp. I don't know if I brought it out around you, but I got a harp from here.
Yeah, I remember your harp. Yeah. And you don't have it.
No, it's in my room. I didn't want it to break.
Arlie
Well,
kind
I
of.
didn't know we were coming here.
Arlie kind of.
Yeah,
peeks-
sorry, that's my bad. Fucking head.
It happens. I probably would have jumped in if you didn't.
Arlie
Alright,
peeks
so-
around Elwyn and's like, if I could have like 5 minutes or so, I could try to reach out to Aunt Daff and see if she could grab it.
The house is as if the house is as bad as they're saying, we may want to get that harp.
Yeah, it really saved us a couple of times.
Not to mention
I
that-
also remember something about the house being a maze, but I don't know if that's true. My brain's kind of messed up around that time.
What? Let's.
Do we need anything else before I try to contact Aunt Beth?
Do we have any healing potions in store?
You have 2 healers.
Okay. For the healers? Do we have healing potions for the healers?
This town's pretty rough.
Yeah, Safi and Bakira, you'll remember that this town is closed up. There is nothing there.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
I feel like people left because of this house, because it's creepy as hell. Any of the
I
house.
attest to that. I don't want to go into it, but I will if I have to. So Arlie's gonna.
You have a furbolg to protect you.
Arlie's gonna sit on the ground and close her eyes and try to get in contact with Daff.
Bakira's still like kneeling in front of Rose and Thorn and is trying to figure out if they're caught in a loop or not.
Okay, so Arlie, you sit down, cross your legs, hold your amulet, and you close your eyes and begin to concentrate and reach out. What do you say to reach out to Daff?
Aunt Daff, I could really use your help right now. Or Grandma, I could really use your help right now.
I'm gonna give her a bardic.
And I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
My bardic's a D8.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I'm gonna need. Can I use both of those simultaneously?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah, because we expended the usage.
Yep. You just can't stack guidance
Giants, right?
or bardic inspirations.
Yeah.
Oh my head. Oh.
You forget about the coin,
And you said it was a D8?
Yes.
What?
I
What's
am
that?
going all out on this because I know he probably has a really super high DC, so. $22?
Nice.
So you clutch the amulet, and as you speak, 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5, no answer.
hell with it. Then use your coin, go back to Safi's room and get what the half or whatever the hell else she needs to not die.
I would need to go with him, I think, still.
If we might as well, if he's using the coin to get back, why don't we just leave?
Go back, get all the stuff that we need, and then we could. If we wanted to, we could come back with all the stuff that we need, because then I could go to the hag, get the spell components, so then I can save your asses if you die.
But
We should definitely come back, though, because we released something the last time we were here, and if it's still here, it's to eat something.
Honestly, we might find something that would help us with Zophos, because this place looks really old.
Yeah.
And maybe maybe you and Bakira didn't find everything with the original people.
Definitely not. This place is like a maze. I guarantee you there's probably somehow magically 200 rooms in this place that we haven't seen.
I can try the coin, but I mean, I'm not the smartest one. Obviously, I'm better at killing than thinking most of the time.
Just so everybody knows, now that Van is human, his intelligence has decreased a tiny bit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's not stupid. He's not stupid. He's not like Moresh stupid by any means. But his intelligence has definitely decreased from going from half elf to human.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to start seeing some personality changes, some different changes with him becoming human.
I mean, I can try it.
I probably shouldn't.
I mean,
I'd probably end up coming back with a turkey leg for getting where I went.
We came through a portal though. I don't know. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. And I'll take and flip it.
So you flip the coin. Ting, 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 ting.
Great.
Nothing.
Coin doesn't work here.
Well, shit.
I'll try it.
Okay.
I'll try it.
It doesn't work. Doesn't work for you, jackass. It only works for me.
I'm gonna go try.
As Belvis goes to pick up the coin, you watch visibly as Elowin reaches over and just with a mighty paw just poof, the coin doesn't work. Back off.
And now listen here.
I'm gonna grab the coin and kind of look at Belvis like,
Bakira gets up, turns around, and taps Belvis on the shoulder. It doesn't work.
How far is the nearest town?
Why do you want my coin so bad?
How far is the nearest town from here that we could go possibly work? It would work.
Are you really? Really? I mean, get champion's armor wasn't good enough. Now you want my coin too?
We came in through a portal. We don't know.
And make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit! I think I forgot about that.
Arlie looks at the Bakira and is like, "Hey, Bakira, how far is the nearest town from here that we could possibly either A, get this coin to work, or B, get supplies that we need?
Honestly, I can't tell you. Because honestly, I don't remember how we got here in the first place.
I think
the
we had to
first
travel
time.
quite a way. I
And
think it was 3 days or something.
And I think it was through some weird fog at that. So.
All right. So,
And we have to remember, we came here through a portal. This could be another plane entirely that mirrors ours.
well, obviously, because the coin's not working, so I would say we're stuck with what we got. Now, I do have something that could help, albeit it's not a save all, but it'll boost us a little bit, you know, because you all are.
Where you hiding notes?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't like the papers passing.
You know, because you guys are, look, you've been there for me, and Arlie, I literally owe you my life. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And granted, I'm not like the half elf that I was. You know, I think I'm quite better now. And you guys are just fantastic, and I believe in everything that you guys can do. And well, our short string in this whole thing is Belvis, but we can work around that. And I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes, and I'm going to use Inspiring Leader.
Okay. So over this next 10 minutes, as Van begins to talk, you guys feel this sudden, like, this sense of, we can fucking do this. And
I know what you cast.
And as he casts Inspiring Leader, basically, so you can choose up to 6 people, which is everybody. And all of you are going to gain temporary hit points equal to your level, plus your charisma modifier. So it will be, you all gain 18 plus whatever your charisma modifier is. So give yourself that many temporary hit points.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does motivational speech stack with that?
No, you can't. Once this is cast, a creature cannot gain any more temporary hit points.
Okay. Well, just letting you guys know for later on, I do have another spell that can help us out if we get
Has to be,
temporary
cannot be until a short or long rest.
Short rest.
Oh,
So,
okay.
While he's doing that, I'm going to cast Psychic Whispers.
Okay.
As an action, choose up to 6 creatures, all of us. And then I have to roll a 1d6. Please be high.
And while she's doing that, DM, I'm gonna look for my dagger. I'm missing a dagger. I had a dagger. I had one of my.
You threw it through the portal.
It will be for 6 hours.
Okay.
And the chosen creatures can speak telepathically with you, and you can speak telepathically with them as long as you are within 1 mile.
Correct. So all of you can maintain a psychic connection, which means you can speak with each other psychically, as long as you're within a mile. As soon as somebody leaves that plane, though, that's leaves that mile or the plane, that person has broken that connection.
Hey.
And
somebody grabbed it. Who grabbed it?
Who's got my fucking? I bet you it's fucking Belvis. I bet you fucking Belvis has got me. He wanted my
somebody grabbed.
He wanted my fucking coin.
Somebody grabbed it and got sucked into the portal.
Where's my fucking dagger? That was one of my shadow daggers. Belvis, do you have my fucking dagger? Where's my dagger? First you got the armor and you tried to take the coin. Where's my fucking dagger, Belvis?
Okay, man. I've had enough about this suspicion.
DM, I messaged
you.
you.
Here you go. Take it. Belvis offers the dagger. Hilt first or towing thing.
I'm gonna take the dagger and put it back in my cloak and kind of just give Belvis a stink eye, and
Kara walks back up to Rose and Thorn.
Sappy's gonna follow her.
So we going to the house? We going to the house? Oh, I've already had that coin long gone. Oh yeah. You're not getting that coin. As much as you try, you're not getting the coin.
I know I'm gonna hate this, Bakira. I hate puzzles.
Believe me, I am not thrilled to be back here. Especially seeing that
Arlie's gonna
Rose and Thorn are still here.
Can I?
Even
Arlie's
though we
spider monkey and crawling up onto Alwyn.
Can I, as we're walking up to the house, kind of give a good look around to see if I see anything?
Switch.
Yeah, were the windows boarded up? I don't remember.
Yep.
Yes, they are.
Elowen's going to look down.
Fly last time.
I was going to say, Elowen's going to look down towards Sobek and just say very calmly, that's probably why Arlie's crawling up him.
Yeah, Elowen's so used to this that he just does not even flinch. He just kind of stands still.
He just kind of looks over at Sobek and just be on the lookout. I don't know what this house entails, but we just better be on our toes.
Bakira kind of like over her shoulder, headaches and death.
With the bickering, we're really gonna be on our toes because they already know we're here.
Already creeping towards the house.
All right. Expect the unexpected.
So as you guys begin to
The
look
rooms
around
move?
and start to walk forward, you begin to see this fog begin to swallow the rest of the buildings in the village and slowly creeps up towards you guys.
There's
There's
the fog.
I'm going to, when I see the fog, I'm kind of looking at the house, looking at the fog, looking at the town, looking at the two creepy kids. Are they still there? Looking at the creepy kids, looking at the group. I'm going to put the hood up, put the mask on, and I want to pull out 2 daggers and make my way towards the house.
Sappy's gonna follow, but first she's gonna look at the kids and say, if you're real and you're trapped here, we're gonna get you out if we are able to.
And you see Arlie's eyes change from her normal blue to teal and black.
Belvis just kind of mutters out loud, there better be something within this place.
Also, I want to, hang on here. Hang on. Bear with me, guys. New abilities here. I want to, I'm gonna place the daggers. I'm gonna pull the reap and sow, and I am going to point it at Bakira, and I'm going to spin the cylinder, and I'm going to lower it to her feet, and I'm going to shoot, and you're going to, when it hits the ground, a little eldritch spider is going to come out.
Oh no! What
And
the hell?
I'm going to tell the spider, don't lose her.
So, you will control the Eldritch Cannon,
Correct.
but because you have it protecting Bakira, it is going to go directly after her turn
Okay.
in anything. So, but there is now an eldritch cannon that is shaped like a spider.
I think he's claimed you, Bakira.
Why did it have to be a spider?
Could have been. We could have done a snake.
No.
Look, it can be cute.
I can make it a
pretend it's got the
snake.
cutest little
You want it
eyes.
to be a snake instead?
Okay, so
I hate
actually,
spiders.
you can.
Huh?
You can. It has to be a
Okay,
spider.
it's got to be a spider.
Okay, so
Oh.
you guys enter the front. A wrought iron gate with hinges on one side and a lock on the other fills the archway of a stone portico. The gate's unlocked and the rusty hinges shriek as you open the gates. Oil lamps hang from the portico ceiling by chains, flanking a set of oaken doors that open into a grand foyer. And I am going to put us on the first floor here. So as you enter into the grand foyer, hanging on the south wall of the foyer is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. Mahogany-framed double doors leading from the foyer to the main hall are set with panes of stained glass. And if you look at your map, we are in the lower left portion. I'm not going to put you guys on there until you guys, unless combat would start or anything. But this is just as a visual.
All right. If you see a fireplace, for the time being, I don't know what to say. It's a lot of the rooms, but poison's probably coming.
I will say, both Safi and Bakira make a history check for me.
Oh god. Wait, I have advantage on all my rolls!
There you go.
What?
Yes, cause my
19?
blood hunter is.
Okay. Because I fixed some stuff.
Give me a moment.
Ah.
I fixed some stuff.
Oh, I need to see if I have some stuff that needs fixed. I feel like I do.
Reworked pretty much everybody.
Also a 19.
Okay, so you both remember that when you walked through here the first time, that the gas didn't leave the fireplaces. It's when you guys tried to exit.
Okay.
It was the entrance that it was the exit that it did not the entrance. So you two remember that.
Okay.
Bakira kind of looks at Sappy and she's like, "Oh yeah, it's when we try to leave that shit decides it wants to kill us."
Okay,
So
let's just
we're-
keep in mind don't touch the
We're all
exits.
right at the entrance.
You guys are right at the entrance. What I'll do to mark this, I'm gonna put put Arlie down just so you guys can kind of see where you guys are as you move through.
Can I look around the room?
So, would you like to go into... So, this is just the foyer. The main hall is straight ahead. You also have...
There's that room to the right.
That's the den.
All right, I want to check the den.
Okay. So, is he going alone or is everybody going? Are you guys going to... I'll say, are you guys going to move through this house together?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Arlene's
That'll
a
make
little
it
scaredy
easier.
cat, so she's
Okay,
just gonna stick
Yeah,
so-
with
we
Halloween.
might have different leaders now and then.
Hey, and Bakira,
Okay, that's fine, that's fine.
will look at everybody and go, "Do not separate in here. For the
Okay.
love of gods, do not separate in here."
So, I want... Van, you were the first one in, so go ahead and give me a perception check of what you see as you guys enter into this room. So this will, with you guys sticking close, it'll make it a little bit easier to move around.
35.
Okay. So as you all enter, you see this oak paneled room looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head, and positioned around the outskirts of the rooms are 3 stuffed wolves. 2 padded chairs draped in animal furs face the hearth, with an oak table between them supporting a cask of wine. 2 carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabrum. A chandelier hangs above a cloth-covered table surrounded by 4 chairs. 2 cabinets stand against the walls, and you also see next to those wooden goblets, you also see what looks to be like a bigger stein.
Elvis is gonna move to one of the cabins and see if it's locked. Just try to investigate the sign.
Okay, which one would you like to go to?
The one.
The one to the north, which is up at the top, or technically the north is on the left. We'll just say the one on the left or one on the right. Okay.
And I'll do the one on the left.
Okay, so the
And I'm going on to both of them and casting guidance.
okay, so the one on the left is so you're doing the one on the right. Okay, so the one on the left that Belvis is doing is Belvis. You walk up to it and it doesn't open.
I'll let you use that strength check to see if I can get some.
Sure, it's going to be a high DC, but go ahead.
And,
If you don't do it, maybe I can.
and while he is,
So while he's doing that, you go to yours,
uh-huh,
and yours just opens.
okay.
Make an investigation check. What do you get, Belvis?
And Van, remember, you also have a D4, 1d4 that you can roll to add to it.
Yeah, you got what, Belvis?
14.
Did you add your D4 for guidance?
I didn't use guidance card.
Mm-hmm.
D4.
Oh.
That's an 18 then.
Okay. So you still nothing.
Arlie's gonna go.
Leave it to the professionals,
Yeah.
and Sappy walks up.
Arlie's gonna be like, hold up, Sappy, as she crawls down
Wait,
Alwyn.
Wait,
And
Safi, I think I remember this. Check the wolves. Bakira goes up to one of the wolves.
Arlie's gonna
Okay.
try to pick the lock with thieves' tools.
Okay.
Can I see her trying to pick the lock?
Yeah. Go ahead, Arlie, and roll me a dexterity check. And if you are proficient in thieves' tools, add your proficiency bonus.
How do I check if I'm proficient in them?
Let's
It'll say-
see. You are proficient in thieves' tools.
Alright.
So you're gonna roll your dexterity, and then you'll add a +6 to it.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to just tell you, Arlie, in your head, I do have a skeleton key if it's easier for you.
Let me try this first. As she says that in her head to response to Van.
I just kind of nod.
Nope.
And my investigation was an 18.
Okay, so while Arlie's picking the lock, you open the cabinet and you see a small box, and then there's an assortment of wine
And you
glasses.
said it was a +6?
Yes, is your proficiency.
Um,
It's up in the top. 19. Okay, that's enough. You are able to really pretty easy, and you're able to pop the lock. And as you open it, make me an investigation check, please.
Why does it have to be
I would
invested?
like
I'm
to
casting guidance
What?
on myself.
look at the
While
box.
while they're
Okay.
Is it like a flip top?
Yeah.
Or, first of all, I want to check if the traps.
Okay, make an investigation. What do you got, Elowen?
Elowin's gonna back up towards like the entrance of the room that we came in. He's gonna tap Sobek with like maybe his quarterstaff to kind of like indicate to come back, and he's just kind of whisper, kind of lean down and whisper to Sobek.
Oh shit, he is taller than Sobek.
Yeah. Just keep. I will say this, Elowen. Keep in mind, you all can't. It's not just you can communicate with Arlie mentally. You can communicate with each other mentally without anybody hearing it.
Right,
in
right.
case you guys want to do that, I'm just letting you guys know.
No, I
I
appreciate
got
that,
a
and I
12.
remember that.
I don't see shit.
I just wanted to pull Sobek back and just be like, I don't know about you, but I'm not seeing a clock. Do you see anything in this room? I'm not seeing a clock.
I don't see a clock, but what's a clock got to do with anything? There's probably more forward.
If we came in through a clock, logic dictates that the only way to get out is a clock.
I see what you're saying.
Safi wants to investigate the fireplace. Not touching anything yet. She wants to see if
Okay.
there's some kind of off trigger to whatever gets
Okay, make an investigation check. Arlie, you look through. I mean, it's not a high DC. You find a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, a hand crossbow, and 20 bolts for each one.
Nice.
So, I'm going to take the hand crossbow, and
Okay.
she's going to, in her mind, tell everybody there's a medium crossbow. You said there was a light crossbow, a medium crossbow, and a heavy crossbow?
Correct.
And then 20 hand bolts, or 20 bolts for each one, if anybody wants to grab them.
I'll
bag
take
of
the.
holding.
You know what? I have
a bag of holding
javelins.
if we need it.
Belvis will take the heavy crossbow.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Belvis is Arlie took the hand. Belvis is taking the heavy.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm adding this to your inventories as we go.
Does anybody not have long range? Because I have javelins. I can't do anything if it's not a big enough room, but I have something.
I don't think a crossbow and myself are gonna work really well.
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
probably gonna
Then I'll
pass.
take the other one.
Ethan, I love it, dude.
Okay,
I love
so-
Is that a normal one that I have?
So you have the light crossbow.
Okay.
So let me add that. And you guys, I am also putting in the 20 bolts that you guys have. So you will have to keep count of them every time you use them. Okay, so you all have your crossbows and your bolts.
Okay. Is there anything weird about the crossbows, or they just look normal?
No, they look like normal crossbows.
Okay.
Okay, so
18.
So you're looking around. It doesn't seem trapped.
I'll open the box.
You open the box, and you find a deck.
Oh no.
What is
Too
this?
bad Korth wasn't here.
I'd like to
So I'm
examine
just gonna call over
Okay.
Bakira.
You would like to take it out and look at the cards?
Yes.
Okay, or how many cards are you going to look at?
I want to look at 3 of the cards.
Okay.
Aaron, you're frozen again. Kind of freezing.
Yeah,
It's fine as long as
I'm
the
wigging out.
as long as the audio is good. It's fine.
So I think y'all can still hear me though when I freeze. Though.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Okay.
So 3 cards.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it out and look at 3 cards.
God.
We need to
Oh,
get
God.
back to
Oh God.
Hey, DM, is the room like kind of lit? Is it kind of dark?
I
how
mean,
is, like, room?
it's what it looks like in the map. It's the fireplace is lit. There are candles that are on the walls that keep it lit. It's not super dark. I wouldn't say it's like daylight bright, but
Okay, no, because Elowen is definitely sticking more like if he's standing by the door with Sobek, he's probably standing on the side that's a little bit more darker than the lit side.
okay. So you you look at your first card, the Comet. If you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or a group of monsters you encounter, you gain another level.
Okay.
Then that card disappears.
It's because I'm in chat. It's because I'm in chat,
my
guys.
God.
It's because I'm in chat.
No!
Guys, you guys open the deck and I'm in the chat. You guys better
Bye,
jump out.
Dan. I mean, will it work in this plane? Are we in the normal plane? We'll
So-
only figure it out soon.
Suddenly, you all see the whole deck disappear.
What the?
What the hell? That?
What happened to my? What
We're
happened
in
to my
another
deck?
plane. We're in another plane, guys. For sure.
And, you know,
I'm-
whatever this place has to offer, I'd be very suspect about what you get.
You know what? That may be
Yeah.
the smartest thing. you said.
Bakira looks at Ben and it's just like, did you really just pull from that deck of many things?
It looked nice. It was.
I'm gonna check out the
My
fireplace.
head still hurts.
Have we
Whoa.
not learned from Cord
I know.
about that deck?
I'm sorry.
You could have
my head hurts.
died
I'm
again!
Or-
Arlie's
Arlie,
gonna
it might
take a
be
look
best
at
that
the
we
table.
don't tell your
Ugh.
It might be best that we don't tell your grandfather
was the
about
only thing
this,
in the
Arlie.
box.
He might.
That
freak
was
out.
the only thing in the box. Yes.
Okay.
The only other thing around that there are those wine glasses.
I'm gonna take the wine glass.
Okay, there's 4 of them.
All right, I'm gonna take
Are
those
we-
and I'm gonna put them in the spider bag.
Arlie's responds to Elowen and's like, yeah, no, we do not tell Grandpa about this because then he would want to do it. This is not a good thing.
Do you have anything else in the room?
Nobody's gonna call
I was looking at
Bakira.
the fireplace.
Examine the stuffed taxidermed animals.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Bakira will go over to Sobek, seeing him calling to her. What's up?
We can't. Arwen just pointed this out to me, and I didn't think about where was the clock originally in this house.
9.
You are investigating it, and it is a stuffed wolf.
I don't remember.
As Arwen said, told me, we came through a clock.
Right.
So we're probably gonna have to leave through a clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. This place is a town outside. So that means this place is.
Did we come through a town, or did we come through a magical clock?
No, I hear what you're saying, Sebek, but what I'm saying is that the area is connected to some big part of the world.
Yes.
We're on a different plane, though. The only reason Van didn't get sucked into the void and the deck just disappeared is because we're in a different plane.
And I can't reach my grandmother or my aunt to have them come help.
And the coin wouldn't work, so
Yeah.
we're obviously in a different plane.
I want to check out the fireplace.
Listen, fish boy.
Okay, you check out the fireplace. It's a fireplace. You can't. There's nothing special about it that you can find.
Arlie's going to check out the table, but instead of looking at the top of the table, she's going to crawl under and see if there's anything on the bottom.
Okay, make an investigation.
How big is this table? Is it a pretty massive table?
Yeah, I mean it's
And
it's
I'm
kind
casting
of like
guidance on myself again.
it's a map table essentially.
Okay.
So it big enough to hold a few maps for people to stand around, but it's about the size of a map table.
Gotcha,
15.
okay.
Is there? Because I found wine glasses.
Uh-huh.
Is there any wine or other alcohol? in
Yes,
this?
there right on that table is a cask of wine. There is a cask of wine, two wooden goblets, a stein, and a pipe rack.
I'm going to.
Can we just point out that Bakura didn't go for either of those?
I'm going to take one of the wine glasses and go over and pour a glass of wine.
Okay.
Oh God.
I'm gonna destroy the barrel.
Do I
after he
see
gets the glass.
anything like as I'm looking at the wine?
I really hope the wine doesn't look like that, especially
know,
with
right?
what that is.
Oh God.
You
Smell anything?
no? It smells like normal wine.
Can I
I'm
like
gonna
pop
take a
the
sip of
barrel
the wine.
open and take a
Okay.
look?
I'm gonna give him resistance.
You take a sip of wine. When you take a sip of the wine, you do notice that it's bright purple liquid. You pop the cork. As soon as you pop the cork, the aroma of berries and lavender permeates through the air. As you pour it and press the glass to your lips, the unusually cold liquid dances across your palate with the taste of juniper and coriander. As the liquid cascades into your mouth and descends to your stomach, a sudden feeling of warmth surrounds you.
What's it taste like?
Oh, and DM, I got a
Oddly,
15.
It tastes like berries.
Juniper and coriander.
Juniper and coriander. It's quite lovely. You want to try some?
The problem is it's spiked with
Bakura.
something.
I'm gonna take another glass and pour a glass for Bakura and hand it to Bakura.
I mean, Arlie under the table
Bakura's
hears
like-
all of this and is like, hold on, let me finish investigating this table before any of you other idiots decide to take a drink, and I will check it out.
So, Arlie, you are under this table, and as you crawl under, the table begins to... I'm just kidding. Nothing happens. It's a normal table.
That would have been great. Oh my god.
An animated table.
That would be fucking scary because you just hear her
A
scream.
mimic table.
You would hear it.
It's just a normal table.
All right, do I see anything on the bottom of the table, like underneath it?
Nope.
So Arlie's gonna crawl out.
I mean, you do see some carvings from the woodworker that made the table. His signature's there, but that's about it.
Okay, Arlie's gonna make her way out underneath the table, hold out her hand to Van, and says, "Give me." And then I'm gonna check out the wine.
Well, the bottle of wine's on the cask is
so
on the table.
She's gonna grab the cask, and would it be Arcana or Medicine?
This, let's say, for the sake of this, let's do survival.
Shit.
And while she's doing that, I'm just steadily drinking out of my glass.
I'm casting guidance on myself again. Thankfully, it's a cantrip.
This is quite lovely. I wonder
Bakura's just like.
So, Belvis, you drank it as well?
Anything here?
No, I have not drank it. I have
You guys are noticing that Bakura's actually not taking the offer of alcohol.
So that dice went into dice jail.
Oh no!
Natural 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
But with my guidance, I do get a 5 if we're not doing criticals.
But it's still a natural 1.
Well, it doesn't matter for you because criticals don't count.
Yeah.
Against you.
True.
She's immune to criticals.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's what you get for having me build you a character.
Well, it's also because of the type of druid I am.
Yes. So, but it looks like normal wine. It smells like wine. It smells very good. It's very, very inviting.
It tastes very good.
Arlen's like, maybe we shouldn't be drinking this due to the fact this is a haunted house in a different plane. We don't know where the fuck we are. We can't get in contact with anybody.
What could possibly go wrong, though? It's just a little wine. It tastes divine.
DM,
Here.
can I cast Detect Magic on the bottles of wine using my
Sure.
furball magic?
Sure. As you cast it, the bottle of wine does begin to glow. As do a few. That box has just a faint bit of magic from where the deck was. Van has some magic around him from where he was holding the deck, and then of course your normal magic users you sense.
Elvis is like, hell.
Oh, guys, the bottle is glowing up like a fireball.
Well, yeah, because it's wonderful wine. Of course it's gonna glow.
I mean, it could be really bad, but it could be
wine.
anti-poison or something.
It's fabulous. I mean, this bouquet is amazing.
Arlie,
I don't remember if Bakira actually drank the wine the last time she was here.
Arlie looks at
I don't
Sobek
think
and
she
is
did.
like, can you check this to see if it's something that's good or bad?
Yeah. Sobek will take the wine and check it out, see what he can do to figure it out.
Okay,
survival check as well.
Yep. The reason you're doing survival is because it is wine. It is made of plants and fruit.
Can I help him? I have a +7.
21.
What's yours? Oh, good.
21.
Ooh.
So you begin to look at it, you smell it, all those same things, the juniper and coriander, it all smells normal.
But it's glowing.
Well, not to you.
Well,
Well.
detect magic.
Detect magic, you don't see it. Only the caster sees it.
I'll check it out too. I don't know if we can really discern much more, but it makes
Sobek's gonna look at it and go, I don't smell anything penis about it, but there's magical properties. I'm still not saying anyone should be putting it in their mouth anymore.
Yeah. Can I see that glass? Let's see if maybe, I don't know.
He'll hand it off to Staffy and try to get the glass away from Van.
I got a
Take my
22.
glass. This is my fucking wine. Get your own wine. There are plenty of other
thing,
glasses
Safi.
around here. There's 2 wooden ones over there.
Same thing, Safi. It's
Give me the glass. You're done drinking.
Elwyn is going to, at this moment... Sorry, go ahead, Arlie.
Arlie looks at Van and is like, look, you are no longer a half-elf. You are a human, which means you are more squishy. You need to be responsible, and we need to keep our heads on our shoulders instead of getting drunk.
Yes,
you see
I don't think
Bakira, the resident drunk, not drinking this. So that should tell you something.
Arlie, make a persuasion check.
I'm
While
casting-
she's talking
I'm
about this,
casting
Elwyn is
guidance
gonna
on myself again.
Elwyn is going to peek out into the hallway, knowing that they're in an enchanted house, is
15.
trying to be aware of what's going on around them in the other rooms. If there's something that's changed, he's going to take a couple steps out and take a look in the hallway and see if anything's coming.
15.
Okay. Does she convince you?
Fine, but I want it back. I found it. I had it first. I want it back. when we're
Fine.
done.
Arlie takes the cask of wine. She hits Van's hand to knock the glass out of his hand, and hands the cask to walks up to Elwyn, but still staying in the room. Hands it to Elwyn and is like, "You're the responsible one for this because I know you don't really drink."
So you hit that, shatters, and the wine hits the floor. And then you hand the cask to Elwyn. Elwyn, you don't see anything in the hallway. All you see is you look out to the right and you see the doors that lead to the main hall, and then to your left you see the doors that lead out.
Okay.
There's,
And sees the cask. It sees the cask, and do I really have to tote this around?
I mean, you are the only one
Elwyn,
that
just
I
put it in
know.
my bag. I promise I won't drink anymore. Just put it in my bag, and I'll have it for later.
Elowen just is. If she just and like totes it, if he's got like a backpack or something, he'll just throw it back in there. It's fine. Whatever she says goes, I guess.
Dude.
Really kind of bossy like her grandma, but I'm really not gonna.
And you just see Arlie like stand up like with her arms crossed and like just glares up at Elowen's like, I take that as a compliment.
I didn't mean it as an insult. And reaches down and just picks Arlie up like with his massive paw, just poof, thunk. And then it's still kind of looking down the hallway.
Well, now instead of shoulder gnome, I'm shoulder halfling.
Some things never change.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
I want to take the stein and the wooden cups. Put
Okay.
those in my bag.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Elowen, when you were doing the detect magic, you saw it on the stein as well.
He looks over at Van. He just looks over at Van and seeing him pocket the stein, just says, that is also really glowing. I would be really careful.
Did he though?
That.
Huh?
Did he see me?
Well, if like, okay.
Were you being conspicuous about it?
No, but
I mean, he has a high passive perception.
Okay.
Very high.
Yeah, so does Arlie.
He's not gonna like tell him to like put it down. He's just, would be careful. That has got some magical properties on there. I would be very careful when you're handling something like that.
We'll check it out later, and I'll just put it in the bag.
Okay.
Put it in the spider bag.
I'm gonna say
it's like wood paneling. Is that what it is? The walls?
Yeah, the walls are made of wood. Yeah, they're like oak.
Nothing like a hidden door or crease or anything
Nope.
like that.
There's not really any areas for a hidden door in the walls because it is filled with stuff.
Okay. Now, being half dejected because my wine got taken, I'm gonna let out a sigh and go towards the other room.
Okay, so everybody's following him out.
Yep.
And as he passes Bakira like pats him on the shoulder and be like, "Trust me, I would love to try that wine, but I don't trust anything in this house."
Elvis will lead. We'll go first into across the hall.
Okay, well, so as you guys enter this main hall, you see what I just put you guys in is the main hall.
Okay.
The room you were in when you first came in was the foyer.
Oh yeah.
So the main hall, and there's the stairs to the right.
Yes. So as you enter the main hall, Belvis, you're the first one in. So give me a perception check.
Guidance.
All right, only one guidance.
Okay, so guidance, that's an extra
Correct.
Nat 20.
There we go.
Nice.
That.
Yes.
Fish
So,
guys are good.
You don't have to.
It
You
was
can
that
keep.
wine.
I didn't have a wine.
He just sniffed the wine.
No,
He
but
never
I
does
had
the
it.
chicken.
I had it, and it's exuding.
So
Yes.
what's your total?
21.
Okay. So, as you walk in, a wide hall runs the width of the house. There's a black marble fireplace at one end and the sweeping red marble staircase at the other. You look at the fireplace, and mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a long sword. As you look closer, there is a windmill cameo worked into the hilts. The wood panel walls are ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. And as you begin looking, Belvis, you begin touching the walls. you see serpents and skulls inconspicuously woven into the wall's designs. And this, you see that the paneling follows, that the decorative paneling follows the staircase as it circles upwards to the second floor. And I will say there is a small cloakroom that is in there. And that has a few black cloaks hanging from it, from hooks on the wall, and there's a top hat that sits on the shelf.
Belvis is going to first. He's going to go to.
Which is, that's right here.
First of all, Belvis is going to go walk over to the cloakroom, grab a cloak top hat, put them on, and just be like, huh? Huh?
Okay.
Oh god.
I'm kidding.
I'm waiting for it. I know it's
Now, so
I know it's coming at some
so
point. It's
the
coming.
as you grab the cloak, you look, as you throw it on, it disappears.
What? What happened? Even the top hat?
The top hat disappears.
Oh, we love that hat.
Just the one that he put on.
There's only one top hat, but
Cloaks,
there's 3 more cloaks.
Okay.
Arlie's gonna go
do the same thing
investigate
with
one of the
one of the other cloaks.
Okay, so Van wants to put one on. Van, you go. Disappears.
Arlie's gonna go look at the
Interesting.
cloak. Taps Alwyn on the shoulders like, let's go look at the cloak.
DM, actually, I would change that.
Like lumbers over.
More closely on the van.
Okay, well, we're not going to backpedal, but so that already happened. But you can leave there and go examine the sword.
Yeah, I want to try and like grab it.
Okay.
No.
Give me. It's a little higher up, so give me a acrobatics check.
Oh, this is gonna be great. We're all masters of chaos. This is gonna be awesome.
Can I try to stop him?
This is gonna be the greatest experience ever.
I got a dirty 28.
Okay. So you kind of position yourself up on the already burning fireplace.
I know
Yeah, all the fireplaces are lit. So you climb up there and you're able to pull the sword off, and you drop down and you look at the sword, and it seems like a normal sword. It's not balanced well. It doesn't look sharp at all. It's more of a decorative sword. Yeah.
I was looking about this. What makes you think touching something like that is a good idea here?
Yeah, you're about to get your hands tied together, dude.
Maybe it was
And that worked. That worked out well for Safi the last time.
Thankfully,
Hey, I'm
I'm
not
no
gonna
longer
shove
that
his hands
character.
anywhere.
And Velvet just kind of looks at the others like, what do you think? You think something good
Put it back.
in this
Put it
house?
back.
I think you should put it back.
I think
Put
you
it
should
back.
put it back in case it's cursed.
Detect magic.
No, Velvet,
I cast detect magic.
Okay, you cast detect magic. Nothing glows.
Interesting.
just
Okay.
kind of like,
Well,
he's
that's-
kind of like, all right. You just put her on the piece, just like, not like back on the thing, but something else. It's like, oh, is this looking? I'm sorry, I didn't think. You know what? I thought it would be a nice little addition to the cave, like, in the tavern area. But,
Bakura sighs and just looks at him and is like, think everything is cursed? And we might survive this. Might.
Yeah, the only reason we trusted the harp before is because we had somebody in the party that knew exactly what it was.
Is there a
We don't have one of those. We know it's magic, but we don't know what it does.
See
Right here.
for that one? Can I go look at that door?
The door's open.
Can I go to the doorway and look in?
Okay, make a perception check.
29.
So, as you look into the dining room, you see a large carved mahogany table surrounded by, from what you can see, you can only see 5 chairs. High back chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. You see, actually, that's about all you can see from where you're at.
Okay, I'm going to have the Rikonso out. I'm going to look back at the group, and I'm going to kind of walk into the room and look to the right where I can't see.
Okay. Is everybody following him in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys go in there, and now you fully see everything. You see that there's a total of 8 high back chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. Above the table, there is a crystal chandelier, and the table is covered in resplendent silverware and crystalware, polished to a dazzling shine. You look to your left, mounted above the marble fireplace is a mahogany framed painting of an alpine vale. I will say, with your perception, you can see as you're looking around, the wall paneling is carved with elegant images of deer among the trees. As you all begin to search. Actually, give me a group perception check. You don't, besides you already did one. Everybody else, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, God.
This will be a group DC, so it'll be an average.
17.
So, well, I have advantage on all things, so...
Guidance for whoever needs it.
You have to name a specific person.
Who hasn't rolled
Okay.
yet?
So,
I rolled mine.
I got a good, pretty good
So, 16.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Okay. Okay.
6.
Okay. Wow. You guys suck.
I know.
So, for some of you, as you guys begin searching and feeling the walls and looking at the paneling, you begin to see that in the tree trunks there's twisted faces carved in, and there's wolves lurking amid the carved foliage. As you look at the windows, red silk drapes cover the windows in a tapestry depicting hunting dogs, and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf hangs from an iron rod bolted to the south wall. And then you do see the entry into what looks to be probably a kitchen or a pantry.
I'm done touching stuff. So, what do we do with this place?
And the table set.
Yeah, it's fully set. Gorgeous silver and crystalware.
Should we sit at the table?
No food or
No
drinks
food,
or
no
anything
food,
like
no
that?
nothing. It's just I would say, Safi, you would know because of your upbringing that typically wealthier people always have their tables set.
Okay.
Mhm.
Always.
All right. So now you said there on the walls, is there does it look like the wolves and stuff are just like in wait for something, or are they visually looking?
They're
something?
just kind of lurking out of the foliage. It's not really, you can't really tell what they're just kind of there.
Harley's gonna look under the table again.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Why does it have to be investigation? Why can't it be something good?
Because
Guidance.
you're searching for something.
Guidance. Nat 20.
There you go.
There you go.
Woo!
There you go. All
Imagine
right.
it's just a regular table.
Just in time for a mimic.
So
Yes.
No.
that's 22.
So actually, how tall are you?
5'2".
Okay. No, you still have to duck. So you get under there
Well,
and
she's
you
crawling
look around.
underneath. She's crawling underneath, and then she's gonna lay on her back to actually be able to see.
Yeah,
the whole
so-
table.
You look and you would, with how big this table is, you would have to like scoot yourself all the way around, but it looks like a normal table.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way to that kitchen area.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the
Something.
tapestry and see if I can get more information from it.
Okay. The tapestry. Again, you see hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf. Other than that, there's not much.
Do I see anything else on that wall, like to see if there's another hidden area or anything?
Nope.
Do any of the sconces look like they're movable, like on the wall? Does it look like a lever or anything hidden in any of them?
You can check, but they look to all be affixed.
Okay,
pretty
I'll
well.
check just to be sure.
Yeah, so you go to pull on him, nothing happens.
Okay.
Arlie's gonna look at Van as she crawls out from under the table and hears he wants to go to the kitchen and be like, "Do not eat or drink anything."
Okay.
Y'all headbutt you.
Bakira's going with him to keep an eye on him
Yeah,
at this point
Okay.
because she's just like,
Well,
I hate this house.
yeah.
This house is creepy.
I mean, everybody's following suit anyway. So as you walk into the kitchen, Van, you're the first one, so give me a perception check.
$35.
Okay. As you look around, this kitchen is tidy, with dishware, cookware, and utensils neatly placed on the shelves. A work table has a cutting board and rolling pin atop it. There's a stone dome-shaped oven near the east wall. Its bent iron stovepipe is connected to a hole in the ceiling. And then behind the stove and to the left, there is a thin door that, as you open it, leads to a well-stocked pantry.
Like, what's
Need
all
anything?
in the pantry?
Do not eat.
There are vegetables and fruits and grains, rice, and it all looks very fresh.
That's suspicious.
That is
All right.
really suspicious.
I want to.
Eat everything.
Yeah.
No.
Knowing what happened with the cloak, suspecting that's probably not real. I want to pull out one of the shadow daggers and throw it at one of the pieces of fruit.
Okay.
Or whatever's there.
You throw it, and there is a apple. The apple explodes as your dagger goes through it and then sticks into the wall.
Like, what do you mean, like, explode? Like, it just disappeared? Or, like...
No, like it was a knife going through an apple and it explodes.
I'll pull the dagger back and
Like there are apple pieces on you, Van.
I'm going to take a piece of it off and smell it.
Smells like an apple.
Down 8,
Like, give it
Van?
resistance.
Van?
I'm gonna
I'm
resistance on
serious. I
that.
will headbutt you, haunted mansion or not.
Van Valor, don't you
Van?
dare.
Clean myself off. It's an apple.
I'll bite you.
If
see?
you are hungry,
Apple.
let me know and I can conjure you a feast.
I'm not. Well, no, but I mean, this apple looks so good. See,
No, Van. No.
Fine.
DM, can I make an investigation check to see how, like you said, the food is relatively newish. Can I investigate to see how long this food has maybe been sitting here, maybe, or if it's, yeah.
Sure. I'll say, like the wine, make a survival check.
Ooh, survival. Okay.
There you go. Guidance, by the way.
Okay, let's this.
Man, everyone's beating me too well.
I'm gonna need that. Hang on. Yeah.
Well, we have what, 3 people that can throw guidance?
Yeah.
That's awesome. You get a guidance. You get a guidance. You get a guidance.
Also
Taking
have
my D4 out,
resistance,
you know.
which I kept. But you do have, Van. By the way, you do have resistance on you.
That'd be an 18.
I have resistance,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
which is a D4.
So you go to you go to grab one of the vegetables, and as soon as you put your hand in, we're gonna pick up after the break.
Oh!
So please stick with us. We will be. Give me one moment here. I actually need to wait for Arlie to come back. Before we can
Who
go to
wants to play a
break.
card game?
No.
Yeah, where's my deck?
Ooh,
But-
ooh, wait.
No.
Fourth is
I-
back. Fourth is
I
back.
would. So
Sorry.
we are going to take a break. Stick with us. We will see what endures in the death house.
I hate this place.
All right. So, Elowen, as you reach in, you actually are able to grab a carrot and you inspect it, you smell it. I mean, carrots don't really have much of a smell, but they smell like what a carrot smells like.
Gotcha. But it's like, I can't tell how long this has been here.
I would say it's probably about a week.
I
So
wouldn't
fairly
trust that.
fresh. It's fairly fresh. Yeah, but you gotta think, back then to now, their food actually stayed better longer because they didn't have all the additives that we put into it. And their stuff was farm fresh.
Elowen's gonna take the carrot, kind of like finish kind of expecting it, and then just put it back in the bowl.
Okay.
And kind of walk back towards the door. Again, just trying to be on lookout. He kind of taps Sobek as he walks past, and
I
and
cast
says-
detect magic in this room.
Okay. As you do, there's no glow except for your friends.
Look at me, I'm all glowy.
he's gonna look
Am I
at
all
he's gonna look at
glowy?
He's gonna look at Sobek and just say, "Is it just me, or should we not linger in rooms?"
Van, make a sleight of hand check.
We should really move it until we understand this place more. And
I agree.
35.
How much?
35.
Okay. You're able to do it without anybody seeing.
Thank you.
Oh, you motherfuckers.
Just one.
Are you taking it or consuming it?
I want to consume one and take one.
Okay. So you're able to. You take a slice. You take a whole apple, put it in your bag, and then you take the slice of the apple of the one you destroyed, and you bite into it. You're able to slip it in your mouth without anybody seeing. And as you bite down on it, you feel the crunch of the apple, and like that crunch of a fresh apple, but it's completely bland. There is no flavor to it at all. There's still that juice and everything, but it's completely bland.
Ew.
Holding the spirits of 10 little children, and we have seen fuck all in terms of cursed objects or whatever, save for that bloody deck that vampire.
I'm not.
It.
Yeah,
Belvis.
I'm not positive, but I think shit gets rolled on the second floor.
Is there
Belvis, let's not forget about your supposed top hat
cooking
and clothes that you
utensils
that you supposedly put on.
Surprisingly enough, the only thing you see in there is that rolling pin. There's not really any cooking utensils.
Really interesting.
All I'm
Okay.
saying is that so far, I haven't seen anything in this house. And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that there's nothing to this house. All I'm saying is there's nothing we've seen so far that no one can see at a travel town.
Just wait until you get to the catacombs.
Yeah,
All right,
let's not curse this, Belvis. So keep your big trap shut.
So
Sobek and I are
back
thinking
out.
that we should
if I
probably
go back
keep.
out, the stairs go up.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah. If you go back out, you guys can go up the stairs to the second floor.
Okay. I'm going to make my way back out. Making my way back out and go to the stairs. But before I go up, I want to look at the stairs to see for traps. or
Okay.
anything
Make
like
an
that.
investigation check.
Elowen, is Elowen, or is Arlie on Elowen's shoulders?
Yeah.
32.
Arlie, he grabs Arlie, kind of like appropriately, probably like either like how high up is the second level?
You can't reach it.
Not even jumping.
No.
What if
No,
Arlie stands on his hands because that's an extra 5 feet 2 inches?
It's like 16 feet from the ground up to the second floor, and there's still a banister up there that you would have to make it over.
So 32 on perception.
Okay, so 32. You don't see any traps.
Okay, I'm going to at the base of the stairs, I'm going to look at Bakira. Love, I need your friend for a second. And I'm going to tell the spider to go up the stairs first.
Okay, spider goes up.
No effect, no...
Nope.
Okay, I'll follow behind the spider.
Okay.
Elowen with our... Yeah, I was going to say, Elowen would be close on his heels, heading up to the second floor.
When I get to the top with the spider, I'm gonna tell it to follow Bakira again. And at the top of the stairs, what do I see?
So at the top of the stairs, let me transition you guys to the second floor. Give it a second. We're gonna throw Arlie back up here.
Guys, I love having this map. This map is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is. So give it a second, it will transition.
While we're waiting for the transition, if we were to fall off from the second level down to the first, would that mean that we just got floored?
I had heard.
So, as you all walk up behind Van, Van, make a perception check.
32.
So, there are unlit oil lamps on the walls of this hall. But it's still bright enough with the fireplace that you're able to see.
Go ahead.
Hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood frame portrait of a family. And you do see two familiar children, Rose and Thorn.
That we saw.
Yes.
Okay. The oil lamps, they have oil in them?
Yeah.
But they're not lit.
Correct.
I want to go to one and take the flame tongue dagger and light one.
It lights up.
No change.
I mean, it gets brighter.
Right. I want to do that to the other three.
Okay. As you do that, it helps reveal some more of the portrait. You see cradled in what looks to be the father's arms is a swaddled baby. And the mother on the face, you see a hint of scorn. There are standing suits of armor that flank wooden doors in the east and west halls. Each suit of armor clutches a spear and has a visored helm shaped like a wolf's head. The doors are carved with dancing youths. Yeah. Although close inspection of it, as you look closer on the doors, reveal that the youth aren't dancing, but they're actually fighting off swarms of bats. And then you do realize, looking back, that staircase does continue to spiral up to a different area.
Okay.
Anything but bats.
Right? Bats. Can I look at
does that make you feel batty?
Armor?
Huh?
Yes. So
can I look at one of the suits of armor?
Yeah. You look at the suits of armor. They look like decorative suits of armor. Nothing special about it except for the wolf's head.
So then one's on the east, one's on the west.
There's two guarding either. They're standing next to either door.
Can
detect magic.
Okay. You detect magic in this immediate vicinity. There's nothing glowing.
All right.
Elowen's gonna walk up to the portrait. Can I take it off and then just kind of look at it a little bit more closely, kind of inspect it a little bit, just to see if there's anything he could not glean from it, but like just make like an investigation on it and whether or not it's like Like intentional that the woman, like if it's intentionally like the woman is like been like painted in as scorning, or if it like changes when he moves it around.
No, so you're able to reach up there, no issues. And as you look at it, no, it doesn't change when you move. That woman is intentionally has this look of scorn looking at this infant.
Arlie taps Elwin on the shoulder and tells him to flip it around to look at the back.
Flips around.
Good call.
The back is a white piece of canvas. There is nothing special about it except for the artist's signature on the back.
Is there any way that we can kind of pull it down a little bit without damaging it, of course, to actually check the back of the canvas?
Well, when
can we read what signature it is?
Well, you turned it around and you see the canvas. There's
but
nothing.
Is there like a backing on it or no?
No, it's just
okay.
It's a
just
hollowed
the
out
canvas.
It's a hollowed out canvas, right? Okay, that's
so there is no backing to the frame. It just typically in this time period there was no backing to the frames. The canvas would be put up on the wall and a frame would be set around it. It's for easy access to pull it in and out.
What is the signature say?
The signature is very like doctor signature-esque. It's really hard to make out. They just they basically paint it and then just kind of do squiggle lines to sign it.
Okay.
Is there
is like, I don't know if it's does the baby look like either of the kids, or is it just a generic baby?
Can we even see the baby?
Well, because Elwin and Arlie are kind of looking at it. Can we tell if it looks like the kids that we saw or no?
Like hair color or something like that?
Do, don't they?
It gives a resemblance of the father.
Elwin looks at Arlie and then kind of looks at the group.
Arlie and Gnomish says, I don't think this baby resembles either of the children, and it resembles the father more than the mother. So I'm wondering if this might not be an illegitimate child due to the fact of how the mother is looking at the child.
Okay, Bakira, whenever you're doing detect magic, are you announcing to the group that you're detecting magic, or are you just doing it by yourself?
Just kind of doing it by myself.
He kind of looks at.
I love it.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at like the group and is like, is there any magic coming off of this? Like turning back like towards. He's looking more like at Sobek, or even like Safi. Even like, with Arlie kind of sitting on his shoulder, he kind of like is like, could anybody detect any sort of magic coming off of it?
When I came back, I
seeing
focused
any
on supportive shit with my magic. I can't.
Okay.
I'm not seeing anything with my. And this is the first time you guys hear her admit that she can detect magic.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I didn't want to, call that out, but I was
okay.
more just like looking at like Sobek or Safi, knowing that they were kind of magic users.
Yeah, no, I've been trying to keep a magical eye on things, seeing if everything's.
Kira, I got a question. When you were here last time, did you come up here? Did you go into any of these rooms?
I do, but it's all kind of foggy. It's
You wouldn't know.
like.
You don't remember. You wouldn't remember if
We have rooms on each side.
Sleep
Can
are
I try to
evil,
think
and
back?
evil shall appear, Belvis.
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember fighting a suit of armor, but I don't remember if it was here or in another part of the house.
While they're talking, I want to make my way towards that room.
Arlie to Elwin and Gnomish again is like, should I tell the group what I suspect is the problem?
Elwin looks at the picture. Actually, he's gonna look at the picture and just is like, he just says very, like, as he's walking back towards like the hallway itself, he's like, he's just like repeats it back in Gnomish. Do you remember everything on this picture?
Yeah. The mother, the father.
Good.
The baby. And...
Not necessarily announcing it.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah, we're speaking in Gnomish.
Make a perception check.
Good. And he goes up to one of the oil lamps and he takes the canvas and he puts it on fire.
36.
Okay. And as you light the canvas on fire,
Oh, Jesus.
it goes up in flames. Van, as you step into the next room by yourself, what was your perception?
36.
Okay. As you step in, you see what looks to be a library. Red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and matching high-back chair face the entrance and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. The desk has several items resting on top of it: an oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, a tinderbox, and a letter kit. And there are bookshelves that hold hundreds of tomes that you're not quite sure without looking more into that. There are also several shelves containing works of poetry and fiction. But yeah, that's what you see.
Okay.
No?
Akira kind of like looks around, noticing Van is not in the room, and she's just like, "Fuck, where'd he go?"
You're going to hear in your head, "Love, come up to this room. It's a library with like a bunch of shit. Can you check it for magic?"
Bakira walks to the library. Detect magic.
Okay.
Arlie taps Elwood on the head and tells him to follow.
You guys see no magic.
No magic.
Going to look at the books, or is going to scramble down Elwood and start looking at all the books to see if there's anything on certain people and Zovos.
Okay, make a perception check.
And I want to look at the letter kit.
Okay, make a investigation.
25 plus 6
12.
31.
Okay. So,
I forgot that when it's like the green dot, I have proficiency, so I can add my +6 to it.
Correct.
Yeah. So, as you begin to look through the books, you see, as you're looking through, you see hundreds of different tomes on history, warfare, alchemy. You even see first edition collected works of poetry and fiction. Nothing in the aspect of what you're looking for. And as you begin to look and you begin to feel, you find this red covered book with a blank spine.
Arlie very, very carefully pulls the book. Actually, before she does, she looks around to make sure nobody's around her. And she very, very carefully pulls the book out.
So you pull the book.
I'm not on you. I crawled down.
I know, but you do realize that Elwyn is watching you the entire. Like Elwyn's probably watching you.
You pull the book, and a secret door opens into another room.
What in the nine?
Oh yeah, I remember.
I forgot
that.
about that.
Arlie kind of looks around and is like, I don't know if that we go in there or not.
So we're gonna
see anything in there?
the store open Just saying, we're gonna want to prop this open if we're going to go in there. Otherwise, it's going to shut on us.
Yeah, I say we use the whole desk if we can move it.
I remember this.
I will say the desk won't be able to fit in between the shelves of books.
Okay, what about the red chair?
You can try.
Question. If like Elwin looks over at the door, can he see like the hinges on it, or is it pretty well hidden? Can I make an investigation?
Oh no, it's pretty well hidden. This is a very well made secret door.
You know what?
Yeah, I want to try.
Can I, at first level? Well, no, hold on. Can I use like Thorn Whip to hold it together?
Hold
or
what
like
together?
mold earth to kind of hold it up?
There's no earth.
Okay, can I use Thorn Whip to kind of keep the door open without...
What are you trying to put it to?
See if there's any like little cracks along the hinges. Like there's a little crack
There-
kind of like wrap it around and tie it.
Yeah, I think our...
the bookshelf is literally like inside there are more books. Like there's another bookshelf in there, so there's not really anything to.
Okay.
Hey,
In that case,
DM,
I'm gonna
how
try
wide-
to pop it open with the chair.
I was gonna say, DM, how wide is the opening? Like for us to squeeze through, like how wide is it? From, like,
it's everybody would be able to fit through. It's a full door. Like
Okay.
it's a normal sized door. It's just very well made
okay.
to stay hidden.
Okay. Safi, Elwin's gonna reach down, and see you pulling the chair, and is also going to hand you his quarterstaff as you're walking past, and says, "This might help."
A staff?
Arlie's like, Elwin can tell Arlie's really wanting to book it in there, but doesn't want to book it in there, so he's like keeping an eye to make sure he doesn't have to grab her.
What's the staff do? I don't know if wedging it in the door is the best idea.
It might just make the door close a little. Might give us a little bit more time for us to get out if the door closes. Just because it's a little bit longer than the chair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's where I am, right? With the letter kit and stuff.
Yes. So you go over there with Van, and I'll say since Van rolled, you can help him. You see the oil lamp, a jar of ink, quill pen, tinderbox, and then there's a letter kit. As you open the letter kit, you find a red wax candle, 4 blank sheets of parchment, and a wooden seal bearing this family's insignia, which is a windmill.
Okay.
You open the desk drawer, and all you see is an iron key.
I'm gonna take the key, and I'm gonna take the key and the letter kit and tinderbox and all that stuff.
Okay.
And put that in the bag of holding. I'm gonna put the key in my pocket. Nothing like no
Nothing
drawers or
secret
anything
about
like
it, no.
that, what the key would go to.
Nope.
Anything else other than that trap door that they found in this room?
No.
But there's a room across the other hall.
Yes.
Just know Sobek's standing probably right where that dot is, just watching everyone.
Okay, I want to acknowledge that they found a trap door, but go investigate the other room before we commit to the trap door.
Okay.
Let's go check it out, man. Belvis, just kind of
Okay. So while you guys are messing with the trapdoor, Van and Elvis, Baker, you can go with them or stay where you're at?
Yeah, he'll go with them and
Okay.
look. And I'm gonna follow these guys, keep them alive. You watch them.
Arlie's
Okay.
like, can I go into the room now? I want to look at the books.
Okay, so as
I love this music, by the way.
Go
Yeah, it's
go
very
ahead.
creepy.
Me and
This music
So-
is awesome for this.
as you guys go into the next room, the three of you, Belvis, Van, and Sobek, give me perception checks, please.
You can go in the room. Let
32.
go ahead and head into the room. Me and Safi will work on how to keep this door open.
Arlie books it in.
I'm-
Like, you just see Arlie's little legs just take off and run comically into the library.
Yes.
Bakira follows Arlie
Okay.
just to keep an eye on her back.
All right. So as you two enter the secret room, you see bookshelves packed with tomes describing summoning rituals and necromantic rituals of a cult called the Priests of Zophos.
Arlie's gonna grab all those books. Arlie's gonna like just start taking down books and putting them in the middle of the room, waiting for Van with like the bag of holding to throw them all in there, so then we can kind of
Okay.
read them as it is. But she
Heck,
also's looking
magic.
for books on the certain people.
Okay. You don't find any of those.
Damn.
But you guys do see a heavy wooden chest with these clawed iron feet standing at the south wall, and its lid is half closed. As you move closer, you see sticking out of the chest is a skeleton in leather armor. Close inspection, as you guys you're still leery, but as you get closer, you see that the skeleton belongs to a human who triggered a poison dart trap. There are 3 darts that are stuck in the dead adventurer's armor and ribcage.
Arlie's
And
gonna slowly and carefully go up and take one of the darts out and inspect it.
Okay. It looks to be a poison dart.
Can she detect what type of poison or anything?
You would have to. It would probably take you about an hour to do so. So if you want to do it now, you can, but you're going to burn an hour.
Yeah.
Or you can bring it with you and look at it later.
Arlie very carefully, just puts it in her bag, but kind of where it's not going to stab her if she forgets that it's in the bag.
Okay. I will say to be able to get to it, you kind of open the lid a little bit, and you hear this click, but nothing happens. You get the sense that the firing mechanism doesn't work anymore.
So, as Arlie hears that, she's going to slowly open it more and see what's in the chest.
So, clutched in the skeleton's left hand is a letter bearing the seal of Orthrok, which the adventurer tried to remove from the chest.
Arlie's
Should we read
very... How tall is this chest? Is Arlie gonna, have to, get into the
No.
chest? So
No,
Arlie's
it's not
gonna
big.
carefully reach in and grab the letter very,
Okay.
very carefully to not trigger anything. And then slowly close the lid again and walk over to Bakira and is like, I found a letter.
Alright. Letter. Open it!
So
Because I don't remember the exact wording of it.
Arlie slowly opens the letter and is just preparing for the worst.
So you see this letter. And
Oh, fuck.
you see that it says, "My most pathetic servants. Why would I bargain with a mortal? I don't think you grasp the meaning of immortality. Even in captivity, I will outlive you. I will outlive your children, your children's children, and so on for as many generations as it takes. And if I am not freed, then I will simply wait for the stone of my prison to crumble, the metal of its bars to corrode. Even if it takes 100 millennia, I will be free. So by all means, keep me captive for as long as you wish. No amount of time you can fathom compares to the eternity that I have and will live.
Arlie kind of closes the letter back up, puts it in her bag, and then she looks at Bakira and let's get these books out to Van, so then I can read them more to figure out how we can kind of stop Zelphos, but also not break the rules on certain things.
There are more things in the chest, by the way.
Oh. So Arlie's Bakira, get Van in here. And then she's gonna go open the chest because she knows Elowen's watching her. She's gonna open the chest very carefully and kind of push it up against the wall. And
Okay.
It's gonna kind of look into it.
So you see 3 blank books with black leather covers. I will say that they're worth 25 gold pieces each.
Nice.
You see 3 spell scrolls.
Nice.
With your affinity for magic, you're able to tell one is the bless spell.
Nice.
One is protection from poison.
Nice.
And the other is spiritual weapon.
Nice.
You find the deed to this house. You also find the deed to a windmill and a signed will.
Okay. Deed to the house. Deed to a windmill. And a will.
And a will.
Arlie's gonna take out the 3 blank books, put them in her bag. The deed to the house and the windmill also goes into her bag. She's gonna grab the 3 spell scrolls and kind of hold on to them. And she's gonna grab the will and then kind of turn to Bakira.
Well, as you grab all that stuff, you hear it clank, clank, clink underneath it all.
So Arlie's,
Underneath, there's a cloth under there.
So Arlie's gonna set the spell scrolls and the will on the floor right next to her. Look to Bakira and say, "Don't let anybody touch these." And then she's gonna go pull the cloth back.
Elowen's just gonna reach down and grab the spell scrolls and stuff them in his bag.
Okay, you look down and you see a curved blade that looks to be almost like a scimitar. There is, it has cut in edges. It goes from silver down to red, and then there is what looks to be an eye in the center, and then the hilt is wrapped in leather.
Arlie looks at this and sees the eye, and she's like, "Nope, not gonna touch." Hey, Bakira or someone with detect magic, I need to know if this is safe to touch.
Sarah kind of peeks into the chest and uses detect magic.
It's magical.
Oh yeah, that thing's glowing like a fucking Christmas tree.
It is.
It could also be a hex blade.
Christmas doesn't exist.
Arlie kind of looks up at Bakira and's like, "Do you think it's
glowing.
safe to touch?"
Like what kind of tree?
If you touch that sword, I will make sure.
Bakira's just like, fuck it, and grabs the thing.
Bakira, Bakira, as soon as you grab it, you feel like the eye pulses. And you feel this surge of energy rush through your body. And you guys can almost see her like change for a second into her wolf form as she howls and then snaps back into it. You have attuned to this sword by picking it up.
Oh shit!
You got a cursed.
You now.
That's my girl. She got a cursed weapon now.
It is not cursed.
Arlie looks at Elwyn and is like, "What were you gonna say?"
You
Everybody
now
else always
have.
gets the cool shit Sappy says.
He just looks down at and just says, "I'm glad that you're not the one that picked up that weapon. Let's just put it at that."
You
so
were
with this,
to tell Grandma or Grandpa or Aunt Daff, weren't you?
Oh no, I wasn't going to tell any of them. I was going to tell your grandpa maybe, but.
Oh, Grandpa would.
Bakira, I have put this into your inventory.
Okay.
If you want to take a look at it, don't tell anybody what it does. But if you want to take a look at it,
Arlie,
it's Leviathan's Leer.
I cannot find it in my. Hold on, I might have to refresh. Give me a second.
It's in your equipment.
DM, if I decided to look at the spell scrolls and learn the spells, how long would it take me?
Okay, so you are not a wizard. So the way spells work, if you are not a wizard, you summon the spell scroll, read the spell, and it casts the magic. If you are a wizard, you could write them down, transcribe them, and learn the spells. But because you are not a wizard, you basically hold on to the spells. When you want to use it, you open it, read it, and it casts.
Arlie's like, Elwyn, hand me the scrolls back. I'm putting them in my bag so then I can use them.
You see it, Bakira?
Yep.
It's a really cool fucking sword.
Is it?
Oh,
takes it out of the bag and just reaches down and hands it to her.
Arlie puts it into like her bag where it's easy to reach.
Something you can use, huh?
Use it.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys,
yes.
As you walk into here, you see gossamer drapes cover the windows of this elegantly appointed hall. There's a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Upholstered chairs line the walls, and stained glass wall hangings depicts beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instruments.
Elvis would like to look. Can I do a perception check to see what I see around anything else?
You guys already did one. There is a harpsichord with a bench resting in the northwest corner. Near the a harpsichord is basically a standing harp.
Oh, okay.
That you have to sit at and play. You see alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers adorn the mantelpiece. And as you look closer, they are actually well-dressed skeletons.
Anything significant about the skeletons?
They're just skeletons.
Can I go over to the piano and look at the sheet music?
Are you in this room?
I followed everybody.
Okay.
We split up. There's two groups.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I was grabbing my...
No, that was my bad, Elliot. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, essentially, Van, Belvis, and Sobek went down through a trapdoor into one room, and the rest of us, after propping up that bookcase using the quarterstaff or the chair or both, we went down into another room.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Arlie's, as they're doing that, Arlie's like trying to get the books into the main room again, so then Van can put them in the bag of holding.
Elvis is going to go up to the harpsichord.
Okay.
And he's just curiously, like Belvis is in a bar. He's not.
Please don't touch.
He's just
Please.
going to
Don't touch.
like that.
God.
Make a
Yeah.
performance check.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I have a high performance actually. Oh no, never mind. I don't actually.
I have a better performance check than you because I could add a plus
True.
6. I get a plus 13.
22.
Okay. So you. Sounds like a fucking harp.
Belvis is like, huh.
You said the skeletons are well dressed.
Mhm.
What kind of garb? Like house garb or?
I mean, they're made out of marble, and they're on the mantelpiece, so they're about this big. What you can guess, it looks like they're in like formal wear.
So they're like skeleton figurines.
They're adorning the mantelpiece.
So they're affixed. They can't be
Correct.
taken off or pried off.
Correct. I mean, you could probably break it off, but you'll break the skeleton.
You said there's sheet music.
No. There is gossamer drapes covering the windows.
Mm-hmm.
There's a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Upholstered chairs lining the walls. Stained glass wall hangings. And then the harpsichord with a bench.
Does the stained glass show anything?
Yeah, there's men, women, and children singing and playing.
Okay, so it's probably like a concert hall kind of thing.
So everybody's gonna tell
It
both of
it
them.
it's a conservatory.
Okay.
Starbucks gonna tell both Van and Belvis, I don't have detect magic. I assume everything's magical, please.
No worries. Maybe we ought to get Sappy in
Says
here.
the person who just touched the harp.
If I open the drapes,
So you open the drapes to look outside, and all you see is just this fog, this dense fog outside. You can't see through it,
okay.
but it's dark. It's dark.
Looks at the others like, why don't you get Sappy in here? She would know. She knows something about this musical instrument stuff.
Yeah, knowing that Safi is our resident musician, I will telepathically message Safi about the harpsichord in here.
Okay. So if I can, I'm going to go into that room. I didn't quite hear where the rest of us went.
Okay.
We're in the room right across from the other one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'll go over there.
Okay.
Belvis over to Sappy's like, look it off there. And it seems to work too.
Huh. And then she's gonna look around.
You do remember this is originally where you found the original harp.
Right. Well, I wouldn't know that, but she.
But that original harp is not there.
Yeah, this is where the harp came from.
The one that you have in your room.
Yeah, the one that I have in my room.
Really?
I mean, this one's a big one. Maybe if I play this one, something will happen.
Yeah, give it
Well,
a whirl, Sapp.
I mean, that's up to you. I don't want to put you
I'm
at
gonna
risk.
try it.
We're all gonna die.
Don't be a
Performance check.
Guidance.
And guidance, what again? A D4?
Yep.
D4.
$19.
Yep.
Man, Belvis did better than Safi did.
Well,
She's a barbarian now. I had to make
So
sacrifices.
you actually play a song on
Yeah.
the harpsichord. Nothing happens. I mean, it's beautiful. It sounds gorgeous, but nothing happens.
Nothing significant. Okay.
I'm gonna look over at the piano then.
Okay.
Can I look at the sheet music without picking it up or anything?
There is
okay.
no sheet music.
Okay. I want to look closely at the keys and see if any of them have anything weird going on about them. or if they're colored weird, if there's any inscriptions on them.
Okay.
You see classic ebonies and ivories.
Okay.
And
I want to look at the switches underneath the piano to see if there's anything weird about that.
Okay, the foot pedals. You look at the foot pedals. They look the same. They're made out of brass.
Hmm.
Elvis is going to go over and kind of lift up the back of the piano and see if there's anything abnormal in the back there, like a device.
So, Belvis, you lift it up and you get swallowed. I'm kidding.
yes.
No, not. You look it up and you don't know much about anything.
Can I do a history check?
Where would your knowledge of music come from?
I mean, I can say Sappy can come up since she hears the piano.
From Belvis traveling around and just going to various locations, taverns, music halls, stuff like that, just from his.
I mean, you can make a history check, but for you not having any musical expertise, it's a high DC.
Okay, that's what I try.
And what are you trying? What are you trying to
See
depict?
if there's anything unusual about the.
Okay, well, it wouldn't be a history check though. History check is more of a knowledge. So like, it would be if you knew this piano specifically, how this piano's made, all of that. If there's something different, Safi could do that because
I
Safi
think
would
we
know.
looked last time.
Safi would know various instruments, and like the make and model of instruments. But for you, it would just be like a normal perception check.
I'll try it.
Is there anything around the fire?
A perception check just to see if there's anything out of the ordinary in the back of it. Maybe it's like it's linked to something, like a trapdoor. Plays a certain note.
Yeah. Did we see anything around the fireplace?
Just those alabaster figurines that are on the mantelpiece.
My perception DM was that roll was a dirty 28.
It looks like a normal piano.
And I'm going to.
Gently puts the thing down, turns to Sappy, he's like, I don't know. Try playing it. Play the tune. Something a little upbeat here, kind of lighten the room.
All right, she's gonna play something.
Another performance check.
Oh God.
I'm gonna mentally
Nat
check in
20.
with Kira.
There we go,
Nice.
Elliot. That's what I
Plus
needed.
6, so 26.
All right, you sit there.
Moonlight Sonata.
You're like Beethoven's Fifth, just
Nice.
going crazy on it. And I will say, with that nat 20, anybody in the room, you gain inspiration.
Fuck yes.
You each gain a bardic inspiration because of it, including you, Safi. You get your own
Awesome.
bardic inspiration.
Hell
All
yes.
right, and that is
Sappy.
a. Hang on, let me find it.
But
believe it-
other than that, nothing else
Nothing.
happens.
Okay.
Okay.
I will mentally check in with Bakira, and because we're separate and we never split the party. Love, are you okay over there?
You realize you're the one splitting the party.
I know.
Let's split the party.
I should have worn my don't split the party shirt.
Bakira messages him back. We got a lot of books, and it looks like they're on Zophos. So we need your lovely little bag, dear.
Okay, I'll be right there.
My Bardic's a D8, by the way.
A D8.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Fuck
the
yes.
four of you get that D8.
Go Sappy.
That can be used on an ability check, a saving throw, or
Anything.
an attack. Basically anything.
Hell yeah.
It just can't
If
be
I
used
was-
to add damage.
Go
Yeah, if I was
Sappy.
pure Bard, it would probably be a lot more than that, though.
Yeah,
Okay,
I just
so-
remembered that nat 1 I rolled. I could have re-rolled it.
Oh no. Well, now you know.
Yeah, I forgot I had the lucky train.
Write that down on the top of your notepad so you remember.
Okay, so I will say with that, everybody meets back in the room. There is one more room you guys did not go to. You see another door, which is this one on the right side.
Okay, I'll
Oh,
grab
I think
the
this is the
books.
sad one.
I'll grab the books from them, put them in my bag,
Okay.
and I will go to that room.
Okay.
I'm following.
Okay.
I'm following him.
So you guys,
Elowen is going to stay outside. Elowen's going to stay
Okay.
outside this room and kind of keep him watch, making sure
So,
nobody's coming.
there's not much to see in here. So I will say you see an undecorated bedroom with a pair of beds with straw stuffed mattresses. At the foot of each bed is a footlocker. There are hooks in an adjoining closets that have servants' uniforms hanging.
All right, I'll check
Dallas is
the
gonna
foot
go on
locker.
the bed on the left, and he's gonna check under the bed, like if there's like little.
It's not on. It literally is just mattress on the floor.
Oh,
Check
okay,
the
so
foot
it's
lockers.
not like.
I'm gonna check a
you're in
footlocker.
Okay, so you and Van make investigation checks. You're in
I'm
a
gonna
servant's
check
room.
in-
They're not
I'm casting guidance on myself.
natural 20.
Natural fucking 20.
Okay.
All right. It is really a shame that you wasted it on an empty chest.
It's all right. It's still in that 20.
But yeah, you open it. There's nothing in there.
Okay.
13
You see
or
cobwebs.
15.
You open yours, empty.
Same. Okay. So we've got this room clear. Now that secret room, it just dead ended there. So
Correct.
there's No. Okay.
Correct.
So safe to say this floor is
Correct. I will say you see a dumbwaiter in the corner of the west hall. There's a button on the wall next to this space with a dumbwaiter.
I'm gonna push the button.
You push the button and you hear a ding, but it's in the distance,
I think we did that
like
last time.
back downstairs from where you came from.
Okay. All right.
Dallas looks
And
around
then-
the others and is like, well, if we're all down here, why don't we try the third floor? Or we could try the basement of this place if it's good.
Let's try up first and then go down. I think
All
the
right.
basement
So
was a big
stairs-
thing.
Stairs go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go up.
okay. So you go up.
DM is the like as we're going up is like the staircase like kind of like dark at all, or is it pretty well lit going up the staircase?
It's pretty well lit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind
and
then, but-
About that. Sticky note.
There you go.
Okay. So we are going to transition the map up to the third floor.
That way you don't ever forget. I do that
And-
with mine.
As you guys go up, you climb the red marble staircase at its full height. It doesn't go up from here.
Okay.
There you are in a dusty balcony with a suit of black plate armor against the wall draped in cobwebs. Pretty
Yes.
similar to the ones that you found downstairs.
So basically like a decorative piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's black instead of the silver. And then there are oil lamps mounted on the oak paneled walls. There you see woodland scenes of trees, falling leaves, and tiny critters. If everybody can give me a perception check.
I'm casting guidance on myself.
Guidance for Belvis.
18?
I don't need
I'm
to-
sorry,
I
hang
got
on.
30, 25, so it's like anyway.
16, actually, sorry.
There you
Thank
go.
you,
There you go. There we go, Kira.
Funny.
All right.
Woo! 22.
Did you get a nat 22, so back?
I got nat 20.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Make that a
course
third
so.
natural
Thank you.
20. I just got one too.
Oh yes!
Oh,
Use them all now.
Chris, you've been practicing all
Yeah,
night.
use
This
them all
morning. Come
now.
on.
Use them all. Use them all now on your checks so they don't come in the fights.
Oh god.
I
So
got a
as you
dirty
guys-
22.
Okay, as you guys look closer on these walls, you see that hanging from the trees are tiny corpses, and there's worms bursting up from the ground.
Okay. Can we tell if those hanging from the trees resemble in the portrait? Or
They're too
can't?
small to.
Okay. All right. And nothing significant with the black armor.
I mean, you can inspect it if you want.
Yeah, only because every other one was silver and this one's black.
Okay. Make a investigation so you can go over and inspect it.
15.
Okay. So you walk over to it and it comes to life.
Fucking, that's why I said.
I need everybody to roll initiative as the animated armor comes to life.
Again.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
And
You just roll a natural one.
Pam, if you want to zoom into that center spot, I will be putting everybody down.
I will try to zoom in.
All right, Chris. You think I can get another one?
I didn't.
Top right, there's a plus symbol.
Yeah, the top right.
Okay. Let me see. Then let me expand this again. Okay,
Ben needs to get the highest.
I'm
Because if
gonna
he gets the
promote
highest, he
that
can
for
go up a
minute.
level.
Who?
If Ben kills him before anyone else is engaged with it,
Yeah, that's true. He can level up. We'll have to wage it and see if he starts getting really beat up, we'll have to jump in.
Okay, and then
There we go.
animated armor is right here, and he is going to get a surprise round. I will say that, but let me roll his. Okay, pull out my stuff. Okay.
Alright, let me get up to
You know what that animated armor should have, DM?
Huh.
A deck of many things.
No.
Maybe he does.
Oh my
Ooh.
god. I'm gonna burn it.
Everyone's like,
Okay,
Just set it on fire.
so 25 to 20.
I got 24.
25.
Okay, so Van is first. With Safi second. $20 to 15.
I got a 19.
19.
Okay, who has a higher dex?
Oh.
It's probably going to be.
Plus 5
I have plus 4.
for my dexterity.
Okay, so it is Elwyn first. Then it is Belvis. That's it for 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
14.
Okay, what is your dex?
17.
Okay, so you go first. So back. Then it's the animated armor. All right. 10 to 5.
7. What?
8.
Okay. So Bakira, then Arlie.
So the spider's going after Bakira.
Correct. Okay. So the animated armor does get a surprise attack. Because you approached him. Let's see. It is going to make 2 melee attacks on Van. These.
The armor has 2 weapon fighting. No.
Let's see. So, first one, 22 to hit.
Okay.
And it does. Nine points of bludgeoning damage. Then the next attack, 18 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. And so it hits you once, and you kind of stumble backwards. It goes to hit again, and it like bounces off this magical shield that comes up, and it kind of stumbles backwards. All right. Top of the order is Van.
I'm close.
You're
Right.
right. You're
I'm
5 feet
right
from
on.
it. Yep.
All right. I will, as kind of like a reaction, kind of half step and do firebolt.
Okay. So you're going to roll it at disadvantage.
Just roll 2 nat 20s. It's fine.
$19 to hit.
19 just hits.
But
$21 points of fire damage.
Okay. So you kind of like, firebolt hits the thing, and it just kind of stumbles backwards. But it's still standing.
I'm within his melee.
Yeah.
Correct. Do I have room to back up anywhere? Or
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've got room to back up.
okay, I'm going to disengage,
Okay.
and I want to go back to that wall up on the top.
What's your movement speed?
40.
All right. Right there?
Can I go?
You can go right here. That's it.
Perfect.
Okay?
Yep.
All right. Safi, you are up with Evelyn on deck.
We're still trying to get Van to defeat this thing on his own, right?
But we
For the
don't.
level up.
Technically, we don't know about that.
You don't know about that.
Oh, we don't know about that.
you just-
The only one that would be able to tell you what that card did is not with you.
So just
All
do
right.
you.
Well, in that case,
just do
I am
you.
going to cast. Actually, I need to get within 60 foot of it if I'm not already.
You are 45 feet.
Okay. So can I
But
see him
Belvis
now?
is in front. Belvis is in front of you.
Can I push Belvis? Like out of
Sure,
the way.
easily.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, get the hell out the way. And then she's going to conjure a cloud of daggers around the enchanted armor at 3rd
Okay.
level.
Okay.
And then that does, let me see, 64 slashing damage.
Okay. Is there a
When
save?
it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or when it starts the turn there.
Okay. And there's no save on it?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say there is one.
Hold on.
It's concentration. It doesn't hit him until it starts his turn there, though.
Yeah, so it's just there. Okay. Yeah, so you move in front of, you push Belvis out of the way, you come up, and and this cloud just circles around, and you guys can hear this shing, 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 as these daggers are just flying through the air.
Cool.
And that's all I'm going to do for now, because this is concentration.
Okay. So, Elowin is up with Belvis on deck.
Okay. I'm going to actually get in front of the armor get straight up into it, getting his fist ready to go.
I was gonna say what's your movement, but it's like 70 feet. So
It's 70 feet, so he's a fast monk. He goes up and unleashes and rolls to punch the armor.
Okay.
That would be a 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
There you go.
For 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend a key point to stun or do stunning strike on him.
Okay.
And he has to pass a constitution of, I believe it's 18.
Okay. And he failed.
Okay. And then I'm going to spend another key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay.
I get 2 more.
Which is at advantage because he is stunned.
Uh, 24 for the first one.
Hits.
For 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then another 25
hits
for 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack again, because I get 2 attacks per action. So I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
That's a 26 to hit.
Hits.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So
I'm not allowed to spend another key point to do another flurry of blows, right? It only does that one time, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So you see Elwyn kind of push past you guys and like run up, and as he runs up, he slides, punches once in the chest, hits the thing in the temple with the other fist, and the thing just looks like it's rattling, and then just 2 more in the chest as the armor collapses in itself and is gone.
Oh.
And yes, you can spend as many key points as you want.
As you have.
But you killed the thing, so I wasn't going to have you waste a key point.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But yes, you spend as many key points as you have.
Okay. I just wanted to I've
Yes.
played monks in different campaigns
Yes.
before, and
So
we're just like you can only do it once per.
You spend as many key points as you have.
Okay.
Or your
right.
key points to spend, but you don't get it back till you have a long rest.
I'm gonna dispel my cloud of daggers.
Okay.
Elvis looks to Elvis like, yeah, good one, mate. Very impressive.
I'm going to go ahead and zoom back out so that we can see the whole map.
See anything significant?
Elwyn just walks back to Arlie and just like plop back up on their shoulder. Like doesn't really he acknowledges like a thanks and then just reaches down, picks up Arlie.
You see what?
Anything significant about the armor?
The armor, no, I mean it's gone.
Like there's
No, I mean there's armor there, but it's all now that it's been destroyed, it is
Obliterated.
it's not worth anything.
Well, I told you, didn't I? I told you. Mm-hmm.
What did you tell us, man? Tell us. What did you?
That obviously it's fucked up.
So is this layer of the house more run down like it is in the pictures, or is it all around the same?
Oh, it's exactly how this map looks.
Okay, so there's like cobwebs everywhere.
Yeah.
Delphus is I want to look around and go to
There's two.
I mean, there's a few rooms
Three,
around
four.
you. There is. I will say, you guys rolled a huge perception check when you came in here. When you go to the west wall, there is actually a secret door.
Arlo's gonna go to that door.
So you push it open, and it is a cobweb-filled wooden staircase that goes up.
Arlie's kind of like steps back, like. Of course, she's on Elowen's shoulder, and she's like, just kind of like leans back, like she's like, no spiders, no spiders.
Yeah.
No spiders.
I
Elowen
say
is
we
gonna
go up there and we're done with this floor.
Elowen picks up Arlie, puts her on the ground, and then can I make like an acrobatics check to jump up into the hole and kind of like spider climb like up to the top?
It's a staircase.
I thought it was just a straight. I thought it was just straight up.
No, there's a wooden staircase that goes
I
up.
think we
Do
should
I remember what was
investigate
up
the
there?
rest of this floor first before we go
Yeah.
up the staircase.
Oh, I
agree.
thought my mind for some reason pictured it was just a shaft.
No.
In order to
it's
get
a-
up there, we'd have to like spider
Nope.
climb up there.
Arlie to
No,
the
so
group,
let's-
psychically just says, "There's a staircase that goes up, but let's check the rest of this floor first
Yeah.
before we
I
use
agree.
that stairway."
Do I remember if we used that last time we were here?
You guys did not find it the last time you were here.
Right.
Okay, so Safi's gonna look at the
God.
Kira. That's new.
You guys completely missed it.
Yeah,
Because we
that
didn't have the
that
perception
is.
rolls
that
then.
is
We
You guys-
something
you guys
that
were too
we
low back
did not
then.
find last
Yeah.
time. Oh,
Yeah,
I
we
hate
were
this
too low.
place.
All right.
I hate this place. I hate this place.
The one that has the bear rug in it. Okay.
I'll go with them.
Wampa rug?
Yeah.
So as you walk in, make a perception check.
Guidance.
I don't think I don't think I would be able.
Okay. So you open the double doors. There's dusty panes of stained glass on these double doors. The designs in the glass resemble windmills. As you open, it's dusty and cobweb filled, but you can tell this is a master bedroom. There are burgundy drapes covering the windows. There are furnishings, including a 4-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils. There are 2 pairs of wardrobes that are open, and you can see that they're empty. There is a vanity with a wood frame mirror and jewelry box, and a padded chair. There is a rotting tiger skin rug on the floor in front of the fireplace, which has a portrait that's kind of dust covered, but you see that same man and woman in the picture hanging above.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I look in the mirror?
So
Yeah, I follow.
Everybody went in with you. So you
Yeah.
go to the jewelry box. The jewelry box on the vanity, it's made of silver and there's gold filigree all through it. It's worth about 75 gold. And as you open it, inside you see 3 gold rings and a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant. Each of those rings is worth 25 gold apiece.
Nice.
And that topaz pendant is worth 750 gold.
Nice.
Takes the content. Actually, he just closes the box and.
There's also, I mean, you can close the box before I tell you what else is in there.
Sorry.
There is also, give me 1 second. Let me get to what I need. There is, if I can get to it. There is a black garnet amulet that is carved into the shape of a bird's skull and has several dark feathers adorned onto it.
Do I remember that?
You look closely, And actually, Safi, you're there.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize this.
Do you remember what it did? Was it
Yeah.
magical or?
Yeah, you actually picked this up the last time. You actually have had this before you died. At the center is a single phoenix feather that serves as a catalyst for the strange talisman's necrotic magic.
Oh, that's right.
While wearing this amulet, which is called Death's Shadow, you are immune to necrotic damage. You also gain shadow form, so when you are reduced to 0 hit points, while wearing this amulet, a shadowy version of yourself rises from your unconscious body. You control this form, which has your equipment and stats. It has 100 temporary hit points and resistance to all damage that isn't force, psychic, or radiant. Shadow form can't move more than 60 feet from your body. It vanishes after 1 minute or when it falls to 0 temporary hit points. If the shadow survives the duration, it returns to your body and causes you to regain a number of hit points equal to the shadow's remaining number of temporary hit points. If it's defeated and the amulet is destroyed, you immediately fail 2 death saving throws. While your shadow form is defending you, your unconscious body is covered by an impenetrable veil of shadow.
Nice.
While covered in this way, you can't be interacted with, you are immune to all damage, don't make death saving throws, can't regain hit points, and can't be affected by spells or magical effects. Creature can use an action to make a DC 30 strength check, moving the covered body up to 10 feet on a success. Once this property has been used, it can't be used again until 7 days have passed. And Safi, you remember this amulet because you owned it.
Okay. So since I owned it, I'm just
it disappeared. It just disappeared with your body.
Yeah, I'm just going to briefly explain what it does. This is the necklace I used to have, Bakira. It's the one that if you go down, you can come back as a weird shadowy thing. But if that shadowy thing dies, you're dead almost. It's a lot. But it'll be useful.
Belvis is kind of like he's kind of eyeing it. He's like
Belvis is just like slowly slips it
Bakira walks
on.
over.
And Belvis also takes the contents in the box.
And you're immune to necrotic damage.
What was it? Sorry.
You're also immune to necrotic damage when you're wearing it.
He's like, good to know. And as he like very inconspicuously hide the box.
Make a sleight of hand check. Safi, what's your passive perception?
Hang on.
Should be on the
14.
left side. Okay.
Sleight of hand, you said?
Yep.
17.
You beat Safi's passive perception.
But did you say all of us were in there?
Yeah, but you guys didn't go up to the jewelry box. They did. So you're able to, as Safi's turning around to explain it to Bakira, you just...
And then I turn back. Where did it just go?
It's magic.
I don't know. I mean, it's a mystery. I got this cool pendant though, everybody.
You mean the pendant I just looked at?
No.
No.
No, the topaz.
Oh, the topaz one. Okay.
I slid the jewelry box in the jewelry.
The 700. So you sleight of handed the jewelry, but not the Death Shadow.
I put the Death Shadow on.
Okay.
So that I can see it.
Okay, so you have that shadow on where everybody can see it. Okay.
Yes. It's just the jewelry in the box.
Okay.
He's just like, give it a beat, man.
Are you trying to hide that? It's just kind of on you. It's not. That was mine, you know.
That's par for Velvis. Yep.
Do you want it?
I very much would like it. It reminds me of the time before I died.
Hey, DM, is there can I make a perception check to see if there is a clock in this room?
There is not a clock in this room.
And can I examine the bear rug?
It is actually a tiger.
A tiger?
Wampa?
And it is rotting.
Okay.
That's about it. And it's a tiger skin rug.
Is there anything underneath it?
No.
No? Okay. nothing else in this room.
You guys do see that there is a parlor in the southwest corner, down at the bottom. There's a table and 2 chairs. Resting on the dusty tablecloth is an empty porcelain bowl and matching jug. There is a door facing the foot of the bed, and that has a full-length mirror mounted on it. Yeah.
I want to look in the mirror.
You look in the mirror.
Yeah.
You see a human.
Awesome. I was just checking to see if maybe I changed.
Your skin is starting to go to a more white color. You are getting a little bit of scruff.
Yes.
You see your normal human ears now.
And I'm gonna turn to Bakir and go,
Eyes.
look,
His eyes are still blue.
look, I can
Okay.
look. It's starting.
His eyes are like bright, like baby blue.
Like a child getting his first stubble.
Yes.
Bakir just kind of chuckles and is just like, all right, Van.
You know, you look really good with an ear piercing, Van. Just let me do that for you.
Yes, totally.
Up
When we
top.
get out of here, totally.
I will say that there is a door in the parlor that leads to an outside balcony, but that balcony kind of just overlooks the outside. There's nothing special to it.
Other than what Belvis
Found, there's nothing really in there.
Okay.
Correct.
All right, so I'll go across to the other room, I guess.
Okay, so there is a room.
Yeah, what's that small closet?
There's a
right
room
there.
here.
Yeah, let me see that room.
Okay, so this is. I'm sorry, it comes in from this way.
Okay.
So
Bless you.
you go in there. That is a bathroom. It's very dark. There is a wooden tub with clawed feet, a small iron stove with a kettle resting on top, and a barrel under a spigot on the east wall. A cistern on the roof used to collect rainwater, which was borne down to a pipe to the spigot. But from what you can tell, the plumbing doesn't work anymore.
And there's a toilet in there.
There is. Makeshifts, but yeah.
Hey, Belvis, you may want to check this.
And Belvis just kind of walks over and looks at it, he's like, oh, ha ha ha, funny. Oh.
And the hag shows up.
Okay, so I'll exit that one.
Yep.
And go to the next one.
Okay, so you all go into the next room, and there are, I apologize. So there is this. I told you wrong. So this right here is another room. The hidden staircase is right here.
Okay, so that little room.
So there is the little room. So if you guys want to look in the little room, there are, as you open the door, dusty shelves line the walls of the room. There are some folded sheets, blankets, and old bars of soap. You see cobweb-covered cleaning supplies, mops, brooms, all leaning against the far wall.
And so they're like white sheets.
For the most part, yeah.
I want to take one of the sheets off, put it over top of me, and come out of the,
Okay.
closet. Belvis.
I can't see.
Belvis.
So, as
Oh no, whatever shall I do? Okay.
Van, as you walk in, you get attacked
Yes!
by a broom.
Ah! Oh, fuck! Me.
Um,
It was probably hoping to make it. It was probably. I bet that broom was trying to make it quick. I bet it was trying to make it quick so it could sweep Van under the rug.
it gets a surprise attack. We're just, I would say from now on, we're going to use the same initiative order.
Okay.
It's just going to be easier.
Okay.
What, the broom is actually attacking him?
It's a broom of animated attack.
Oh, I thought it just fell
So-
on him and he just flipped out.
Nope, it is a broom of animated attack.
You think
So-
I'm fucking joking?
It is going to take a surprise attack on Van,
Van, did it
Again.
sweep you off your feet?
and
Hey,
it is
actually,
going
that's my joke. You can't take my joke.
I'm sorry if I
Um,
did. I totally did not hear you.
Okay, so it's going to make 2 attacks against you. First one misses. Second one is a 17 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay, so it is going to do.
I mean, I could use shield.
All I can think of is my grandmother hitting my various relatives at like Thanksgiving and Christmas for misbehaving.
That's
14
a
points of
shoe.
bludgeoning
I'll
damage.
half it.
That's a shoe,
7.
not a broom.
Oh, no, she's used the
Oh,
Okay, so we're gonna stick with the same initiative order. We're gonna end up going to. Actually, it's going to keep going because they don't see you're attacked because you're inside this closet. So we're gonna skip Melvis. We're going to skip Sobek.
When we hear these
Probably on the next turn if. Because this is a surprise attack, so right now it would really just sound like he knocked something over. You wouldn't really hear anything. So I'm going to put him where the animated armor was, so he gets to attack again. That is a 19 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. Second one misses. So it swings at you. It bounces off the first time, goes a swing, and you move out of the way. We skip Bakira. We skip Ari. And we go to Van.
And there's a door right behind me, right?
Correct.
Okay. I want to disengage from the broom,
Okay.
back up my 40 feet,
Okay.
and I will do firebolt.
Okay.
That is a 15.
A 15 misses.
Oh, shit.
It's small. It's skinny. So you back up and you, and it goes. Now at this point, you guys all see this.
Okay.
Velvis looks over and says, "God, what
Shit.
the hell are you doing?"
Can I do a bonus attack?
You cannot because you use your bonus action to disengage.
Correct. You're correct.
So you cannot. You are done.
It's a fucking broom!
Okay. So Safi, it's you.
Velvis is like,
It's a
"Take
broom,
this."
and I'm gonna try to run into the room.
Okay. What's your movement?
40.
Okay. So you have to come here. So it's 35 to here. So you can get up to Van, and that's it.
Okay, I'll get up to Van.
Okay.
And actually, can I use my bonus action to dash and get in there and kind of like get in the thing's way?
Not with your bonus action. You can
Oh, sorry,
dash with
I
your
meant
action.
my action. Sorry.
Yeah. So you can dash with your action and get there, but then
Yeah.
you're done.
Hmm.
Okay. So yes, you can do that and be in its way.
Okay. And then I still have a bonus action, right?
Correct.
I would like to rage against a broom.
Okay. So
Rage against the broom!
Sappy just runs up and like pushes past you and gets in there and just looks at the broom and just. Ah!
You don't attack
I
him!
love it. love it.
It
You
is.
don't even have to like use a weapon. Just-
Stupid, useless broom! I always hated doing chores.
It is Eli's turn.
Eloid is gonna like look down at Arlie and be like, "Do I really need to go fight a broom?"
I mean, you don't have to, but it might help Van out a little
Okay. And like, can I get in there?
You can. I will say that because it is a small closet, any attack you make is going to be at disadvantage. Because there's not a lot of room to move. And Safi's not small.
I know Safi's not a small barbarian either. I'm actually just going to run up to the door and like peek into the closet and then just look back to Arlie and be like,
yep, it's a broom.
One, it's a broom. Two, it's gonna be a very cramped space. I highly recommend maybe shooting into there. But I'm not going in there.
Okay, that ends your turn.
I told you it's a broom!
Yeah.
Okay. Melvis, you're up.
Okay, so how far away am I, DM?
You are, let's see, you'd be able to get here 30 feet, and then from here, it is, 65 feet total. It's 30 feet to move to the door.
So that would put me, so that's 65 feet total to get to actually.
Yeah, so if you get to the door, you have an additional 35 feet.
Elvis is he's gonna rush over there, and he's kind of seen Van dodging the broom and Sappy breathing in front of him. He's just like, oh god, I miss it. If my else starts to see me now, he just draws his two short swords and he's just about to get ready for, I'm just gonna move right up there and just get ready to
Okay. Sobek, you're up.
Alright, Sobek's going to try to move as close to the door as he possibly can. I have a movement speed of 30.
Okay, you can get right next to Van, but the other two are blocking the door.
And he's just going to shake his head, knowing he won't do well if he even tried to get in there being a big boy. And just bonus action cast Shield of Faith on Safi.
Okay, Safi, you have Shield of Faith. You have a +2 to your AC.
Okay.
All right. So that ends your turn, Sobek.
Yeah.
It is the broom's turn. The broom is going to make 2 melee attacks. Natural 20.
Oh, dear
This broom is
God.
going to be the death of us.
I
This
mean,
broom
if
is
it's
going to be the
bludgeoning, I
death
take
of
half
us.
damage still.
We're gonna die to a broom.
That would be our fate.
That'd be about what's this rate.
Well, you have a few healers on hand, so we're good.
Maybe.
38 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh God!
Is that already halved?
No, that's not halved.
Oh,
So you
that was already half to be
So,
like that.
so you take 19.
I mean, you never know.
No. I know. I just was like, man, if that was 70,
And then 19 to hit.
That also hits.
Okay. Seven points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As this thing, it's flying in the air and it just kind of smacks you across the face.
Okay. Half to 4, right?
Yeah. And then hits you again.
Until Mickey Mouse should get back to work and start playing with magic.
that looked like it.
All right, that ends its turn.
Safi.
Bakira's up with Ari on deck.
Take Ari with you. Take Ari with you.
You're not that much shorter than than Bakira. Bakira's
And y'all
5'6".
won't get far.
Yeah. I'm just
Bakira,
kidding. I have a way to get around.
Bakira's literally 5'6". So, God, I'm trying to.
So it is.
How far is it from me to the broom?
It's 40 feet from you to Van, and then from Van to the broom, it's another 40 feet.
Okay. Well, seeing everybody congregated around this door and kind of blocking it, Bakura goes up to Van and tries to angle herself to where she can. Why does everybody have to be in the fucking way?
Would
You can
rather
still
me not play
cast.
before?
You can still cast. They're just gonna have to make dexterity saving throws.
That's what she's screaming. Why does everybody have to be in the fucking way? And
I can go sit back on the stairs and let you guys fight this broom.
I have a funny idea.
I'm going to cast Firebolt at this room.
Okay, so I need Belvis, Elwyn, and Safi to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. She's doing it from behind me, so do I see it coming?
No, so you'll do it
Okay.
at disadvantage.
Well, I have advantage on ones that I can see, so I was just...
Yeah. So do it normal then.
Okay.
All right.
25.
Okay.
8, but it's okay because I am resistant to fire, so I won't. take
Okay. So roll an attack.
19 to hit.
19 hits. Roll
Mhm.
damage.
Okay, that is going to be it.
Oh. Aww.
Hold on, I can't read it because it's
19.
19. 19. Yeah, 19
Okay.
points of fire damage.
So, Elwyn and Belvis, you take half, so you take eight points. As you're just barely able to kind of duck out of the way, this comes in. Safi, you take 8 because you're resistant.
Mhm.
And this thing, and the broom starts to, like, the bottom of the broom starts to sizzle.
And Bakira kind of shakes her hand, and it's just like, oh, that's a new thing.
Oh, this is like,
And
you could have waited till I get out of the way.
Hey, Belvis, move out of the way.
Shut up, Sobek.
You need to watch what you say to Sobek.
Oh my gosh.
Not the time!
I've been practicing
What?
for this moment.
She's still
Almost.
raging, so she's like, oh my god.
You almost got it.
I know, I've been working.
So, second attack.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Are you?
That was a natural 20, wasn't it?
Was that a nat 20? Nat
Oh
1.
no!
So
Yeah.
everybody in that area needs to make
Fuck.
a dexterity saving throw.
Van, don't forget you still have that +4.
9?
14.
You don't have to, Safi.
Okay.
Just everybody around me.
Dexterity saving. Okay. 14.
22
Okay.
plus I roll
No, only Van has resistance.
26.
32.
Okay. Bakira, roll damage.
Okay. Ugh. Oh my god!
Did you max the damage?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's 25.
Okay, so everybody that rolled over 15, you guys take 12 points.
I take none.
And then
I need to
If
make a dexterity save as well.
oh no, you take the full damage.
I'll take the full 25.
Then
Yeah.
everybody else, you take 25.
So
except
what
for
do
me,
we have to
because
beat?
I'm
I'm
still
sorry.
I'm still far away.
Correct.
What did we have to beat? I'm sorry.
15.
Oh crap. Okay.
So you take 25.
Yeah, that blew up in my face. Literally.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah, give me a moment.
Good thing we're not in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That spell was too hot for her.
Yeah, that's gonna end my turn for now.
Okay. Ari, you're up with Van on deck.
All right. So I'm gonna.
Oh
do-
wait, I'm sorry. It's the spider's turn.
So
Yeah.
is it small enough to skitter in there?
It is, but it casts spells, so it has the same restrictions.
It needs
Well,
to.
it's a DC. It's a dexterity save on the broom.
Yeah, but it's firing something. Correct?
Flamethrower.
Yeah, which means Safi still has to do it as well.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
not worried about Safi. Safi's immune to fire or resistant to fire. Anyways.
What's the
Dex 15.
Okay, so
So what am I doing?
Dex save.
Okay.
it failed.
Yeah, I
With a
failed too.
with a natural 1.
Oh!
I got 6.
Oh.
You need a 15, Safi.
She failed.
She failed?
Yeah.
Um, 6 points of fire damage.
Okay, so 6 points, but you have to 3 because it's fire. And this is going to be doubled because it rolled a nat 1. Okay, so the spider huge thing of flame. Safi, you try and move out of the way, and it catches you, and you just kind of like bat it off.
Oh, you
And
singed my
it hits
hair.
the broom, and the bristles of the broom start curling up as it begins to catch on fire. All right, Ari, you're up. Van on deck.
So I'm going to use my 25 feet of movement and then bonus action dash to get kind of like in front of everybody. So that, not Safi of course, but in front of Belvis and Elwyn.
So
If I
to-
can.
there's a lot of people crowding this door.
Yeah, but is there any way that, because I'm small, that I could...
Yeah, but
like,
if
wiggle my
I would
way?
say if you were a gnome, yes, but you are your size.
Yeah.
You are your
not,
size. You're not super small.
yeah, you're
You're
literally our
Yeah, I know.
height.
so no, there's no way for you to squeeze in there. Plus, I would say that would actually, I'll say you can, but it makes it difficult terrain. So your movement is halved. So you wouldn't even be able to make it to the front. You'd be able to make it in front of Van, Bakira, and Sobek. But Elwyn and Belvis would still be in front of you.
That's fine.
Really?
Okay?
I love it. Oh, we're so chaotic. Yes!
Okay.
I am so
What are you
here
doing?
for this.
What are you doing?
I have two options.
Go big. Go
All
big.
right. I cast
Go
Chill
big.
Touch.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let me see something.
So that's 25 to hit.
Hold on.
You have to be
Oh.
in touch range.
No.
No, it summons a hand.
Oh.
And
It's a
it
little
has
bit
a range.
fancy.
It has a range of 120 feet. So
Mine's 240.
yeah, you hit.
All right, so that's 48.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
It has 8 hit points left, so even if you rolled 1 on every single one, you still would have killed it.
Oh, I got
Nice.
18, so I really killed it.
Yeah.
So you just see that Arlie, just her hand turning black with necrotic energy, you just see a hand get cast and grab this broom as it oozes necrotic damage all through the broom, melting it.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, nice.
All right. So.
Bakira
Damn, that was cold-hearted. Okay,
looks
that was
at
very cold-hearted.
Totally, and it's just like, damn, that is handy.
Really?
Sorry, Van.
Really?
Sorry, Van.
Wow.
Really?
We have a new contender for corny jokes.
That was great.
I'm giving.
I gotta give you a hand on that.
Oh my god, I realized after it came out of my mouth what I did.
Other than that, there's nothing else in that room.
And Dan just looks at Bakira, and I just go, "That's my girl."
So, what would you like to do now?
So nothing else in that room.
Correct.
I'm going to, just for the hell of it, spit on the fucking broom.
There is no broom.
There's no broom.
It was
melted.
It was disintegrated.
Outstanding. I'm still going to spit in the room and go to the other room.
Okay.
Can I go?
So-
I want to go to where the staircase is, like that secret staircase.
Uh-huh.
And if it's dark enough, I just want to like sneakily, stealthily go up the stairs, staying in the shadows all the way up.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, so while you do that, Van goes into this room. So, Van, make a perception check.
I'll follow Van.
Yeah, Arlie's gonna follow Van as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we leaving the other guy completely alone?
You never saw him.
Mm.
The way of the Shadow Monk. If it's dark, he can disappear.
Oh, okay.
He's gone. He can stealth better than Van.
Oh, jeez.
And me.
He's level 20. So it makes
If
sense.
he is in the dark, he turns invisible
Oh, that's cool.
and cannot be seen until he wants to be. So, plus I designed him.
I've got to
so.
play one of them.
Okay, so, as you enter in here, dust and cobwebs shroud an elegantly appointed bedroom and an adjoining nursery, which is this small room over here. Double doors set with panes of stained glass pull open to reveal a balcony overlooking the front of the house. That bottom left is the balcony.
Okay.
This bedroom once belonged, you can guess with everything that it once belonged to the nursemaid. The more you look around, you start to piece things together. The painting that was burned, this chamber and everything, the master of the house, and I would assume you're telling this to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
The master of the house and the nursemaid had an affair, which led to the birth of a stillborn baby named Walter. And in here, you would get the name based off of things in the room. So you, as you all walk in, a cold chill runs down your neck. And you hear, and then that hits one ear, and then the other ear you hear, as a specter appears.
Oh,
No,
hell
no,
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Arlie in her mind's like, Elowen, come back.
And so it gets a surprise attack.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, we're going. We're keeping the same this is why we're keeping the same initiative order, because it makes it easier. So the Spectre is going to... Van, you were the first one in there.
Yep.
So let me... Hold on, let me zoom in here so I can see.
Yep.
Did I put the right... Okay, no. Elvis there. Element here. I will say the rest of you are like bunched up here in the door. Van, I'll say you're in more.
Okay.
Safi's there. And then the Spectre appears right here. Okay. So the Spectre is going to make a melee spell attack. That is 21 to hit.
Mhm.
And it does... It does 14 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Your hit points, your maximum hit points are reduced by the amount of damage taken.
So by 14.
Correct.
Do we still have that 19 temporary hit points?
I did.
Yeah.
I
But
did.
you guys use them when you get attacked. Okay. So that ends its turn. Van, you're up.
And I'm right up against this thing again. Huh?
Yep. It's the thing of going into the room.
That's all right. I'm all for that. So I want to again disengage and go to that way.
Okay.
And as I'm doing it, I'm gonna do firebolt again.
Okay.
25 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, hell yeah. And 28 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. As you back up and you see it hit, and it just like it hits it, and part of it like flickers a little bit, and then it reforms itself. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, because I used my bonus to disengage.
Okay, Safi, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to push my way past up to the Spectre again if I can.
What's your movement?
It is 40.
Okay, you can get there.
And I'm assuming that it has to be magical damage, but you said I can get how far?
You're right up on it.
Okay, so I gotta refresh my page. Alright, I won't rage or anything yet, because I don't know if I can even do physical attacks, but I'm gonna try to swing for one.
Okay.
With my longsword.
Okay.
14 to hit.
14 misses.
Ooh.
Alright.
As you take a swing, it just and reforms.
Alright. I'll use my 2-weapon fighting then and go for another swing.
Okay.
22.
22 hits.
There you go.
Okay. 9.
Okay.
And that's going to be it.
Okay. So you swing again, and you see it flicker a little bit, but then it reforms itself. All right. Elwyn, are you staying where you are?
Hearing Arlie call, he probably is making his way down. How tall is it from where I'm at on the top of the staircase? For one, is it a spiral staircase?
No,
Like if I wanted to jump,
it goes straight up. So like where your thing is now, that's the top, but all of this is enclosed.
so I can't just like jump off the top and just fall down and then book it around.
Correct. This is all enclosed because it's all hidden.
Right. Okay. If it's how many feet of movement would it cost me to climb all the way down or slide down?
It would be to get down to the base would be 40 feet.
Okay.
And then to get out and to the specter, actually, you could do it with all of your movement.
Okay. I'll get in there, see the specter floating around, and once again, kind of charge the fists up a little bit, and then like lunge and hit it.
Okay.
$21 to hit.
21 hits.
There you go.
For 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend a key point to make it so it stuns. See if that does anything. Where's my key things at? Where did it go? There it is. Okay. And then I'm also going to spend another key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Okay. So you hit there, boom, hit it, and it kind of flickers as your hand hits, but it feels like you're passing through air. And then you go to hit it in the head to stun it, and your fist goes straight through.
Okay, so maybe then I'll hold off on the Flurry of Blows, seeing that my fists go through, and then I'm just going to rear back and try again with another one. So that way I'm saving my key.
Okay.
$20 to hit.
Hits.
Right.
$14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right. And you take another swing, and it kind of flickers a little bit, but you feel like you're going through air still.
Okay.
Does that end your turn?
I'm just gonna like send throughout the mental link, and say, physical attacks, doing very little. Me and Safi can do our best, but it might be best to hit it with magical like attacks. And then we'll end the turn.
All right. With that, Belvis, you're up with Sobek on deck.
Alright. Don't know if I'm using this correctly. But I want to use Divine Sense. See if I can see if this is a, even though I know it's attacking, I want to see if it's like, is this a malevolent spirit, or is this just a good tormented spirit or something like that?
So, specters are chaotic evil.
They are chaotic. Okay, so this is evil. This is not some portion.
Yes.
Okay.
So, specters. Okay, I will say. So, specters. At one point, this probably was just. Okay, so with what you cast, with your ability, this is the spirit of the nursemaid.
Okay.
Who probably at some point was a benevolent ghost was...
Not necessarily bad.
Yeah, but when you are stuck in limbo for so long, you start to go crazy, which would have turned her into a specter.
Okay.
And I will say, what you see is a terrified, skeletally thin young woman.
Okay. Let's see. So for that's one action to use that.
Correct.
Having sense that Belva's having sense that this is is there anything in the room that, like, a physical sense, like, okay, I see the specter of the nursemaid. Is there bones nearby? Is there something that can be identified with the nursemaid? Something that's like that she's like attached to.
Not that you can see. I mean, you could spend your time looking, but it's going to take a few rounds for you to look around.
Okay, there's nothing that can just like do a quick look.
No.
Okay. Then Belvis is gonna pull the dagger of the ogre mage, and he's going to make a kind of move up towards the specter and try and do a swipe of it.
Okay.
So that is 17 plus 7.
24.
24 to hit then.
That hits.
I loved algebra. Algebra was kind of my thing.
I failed math more years than I care to admit.
Well, okay. Yeah, so if you guys ever let me solve, I can do
11 damage.
Okay.
So Belva's moving up, sensing what this is. We're dealing with the Evil Spirit, just like, fuck it. And pulls out the dagger of the Ogre Mage and just goes, and just swipes right across her.
And you feel like you actually hit something when you hit, and it just kind of sinks in, and you see the thing flicker for a second.
Can I use Divine Smite as well?
Sure.
When you hit with a melee attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus a 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
That's 2d8.
Hell yeah.
And
Come on.
luckily, I have these wonderful d8 dice from Raven's Nest Dice.
Hell yeah. Those are the best.
So, addition 2d8, so that's 9 damage total from the 2d8s.
Okay. And you see this radiant energy just kind of go through it and then disappear. All right. Does that end your turn? You have no more actions.
Yeah, I would say that would be the end of that. I used to go. Yeah, I would say that's the.
Okay. All right, Sobek, you are up.
Now get into a flanking position against this thing.
What is your movement speed?
30.
You cannot. You can get right up to it. There's no way to get a flanking position.
Alright.
Good thinking though, Chris. That was good.
Yeah.
Can I bonus action summon my spiritual weapon on the other side of where
Sure.
Arlen
Hell
does?
yeah. There you go. There you go.
Come on, Chris.
I'm just going to put this here for your spiritual weapon, so it's right there. Just so you know, your spiritual weapon does not get the flanking advantage.
The question is, does it get to attack this turn?
It gets to attack. It just doesn't get advantage on the roll because it's not An ally.
An actual. Okay. And I'm gonna do that real quickly. As soon as I find all that stuff for that. It is. 21 to hit.
Dead hits.
1d8. For 5 damage.
Okay. So,
And
what does your spiritual weapon look like?
it's a small little white dragon.
So you see, and this dragon reaches out and bites the thing.
That's awesome. That
Little
is
baby
awesome.
Chobek.
Love it.
All right.
Love it.
What
And
is your
then-
action?
Action, as soon as my cat stops trying to knock over my goldfish. He is going to
Bless you.
see what I can do. Don't want to do that against them. That would hit them. Oh darn, that's a touch. I'm. No. I'm gonna use Crusader's Mantle.
Okay.
Holy power radiance from you within a 30-foot radius, awakening boldness in friendly creatures until the spell ends. The aura moves with you, centered on you. With this aura, each non-hostile creature in the area, including you, deals an extra d4 radiant damage when it hits with a weapon attack.
Okay. All right, so you cast that, and there's this just aura around you. Right now, so it's 30 feet, 30-foot radius around you. So to get the people that are in melee, you'd have to move up.
Okay, I'll do that.
To about here.
Since it does follow me, I will do that.
But yes, so now each of you guys, as long as Sobek is near you, you each gain an extra 1d4 radiant damage when you hit with a weapon attack.
That's cool.
All right. So is that end your turn, Sobek?
That will end my turn.
All right. It is now the Spectre's turn. The Spectre is going to hit Belvis. And that missed. It's going to take another attack. That is a 17 to hit. All right.
Nice.
So it goes to reach out twice, and you're able to like move out of the way of it. All right. That ends its turn. Actually, no, it's going to move, and no, because it goes into an incorporeal form.
Oh, fuck.
And moves through you, Belvis. And moves through the wall into the nursery.
What?
It's in the nursery, but it went through you and then through the door, through the closed door into the nursery.
Okay, so we have to open the door.
Correct. So, Bakira,
Chase it, or do we just want to leave it be?
Bakira, you're up.
I think we don't have a choice.
Akira seen that it went into the nursery. Goes up to the door,
Okay.
grumbles under her breath, and opens the door.
Okay, you open the door.
Kind of looking at the specter. Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
There you go.
Just so you know that'll be it for your actions because it took an action to open the door. After you cast Eldritch Blast.
Wait, what'd you cast? What'd you cast, Bakura? What'd you cast?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
That's
right. So
that's all I wanted. Was all I ever wanted.
Eldritch
24
Blast.
to hit.
Definitely hits.
There you go.
Alright, so that first attack. Make sure I have the right die here. 3 damage.
3? Okay.
Yep. Ooh. I don't think that one hits. That one was 11.
Miss.
Alright. Third. 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
For 9 damage.
Okay.
There you go.
And final. Nat 20!
There you go. Hell yeah!
All right.
Get some.
Hold on. Damn, of course it is. So it would be 6 total.
Is that doubled?
Yes, that's doubled because I rolled a 1 plus the 2, so that would be 3. So doubled is 6.
Oh,
Okay, so
sucks.
Bakura like walks up like Old West style, just walks up, rips open the door, and just Eldritch Blast.
Hell yeah.
First one hits the Spectre. The Spectre actually moves a little bit. So when you fire the second one, it goes wide, actually hits the crib, and the baby's crib explodes. You fire the next one. It hits this thing, and you see the thing. And it's now, at this point, it's like flickering in and out of existence, basically. That ends your turn?
It took my action. I mean,
Unless you have a bonus action.
I mean, I do have bonus actions, but at this point, I don't want to use them yet.
Then don't use them.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. Yeah.
Spider?
Ari,
yeah, it's in my turn.
All right, so I'm going to move.
Oh, right. Ari, go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go.
All right. Ari's going to move in front of Bakura, in front of the door, like kind of like if she can with 25 feet of movement, move in kind of into
Oh, yeah.
them.
Yeah, you can get there.
So, how far is the Spectre from me?
In your face?
15 feet.
So
Like I
if
said, in your face.
bonus actioned Psychic Blades, would that be disadvantage? Is it 60
look.
feet?
No. Because it's up to 60 feet for Psychic Blades.
So I'm going.
So yeah, you can do it up to 60 feet because Psychic Blades doesn't have long range damage. So it can only go up to 60 feet, can't go past.
Yeah. So I'm going to bonus action Psychic Blades using Dexterity.
Okay.
That's plus 10. 22 to hit.
That definitely hits.
That is going to take 6 points of damage with that.
So, Ari,
yeah.
you're like, fuck. And you run past Bakura, you like slide in the door, and you just throw your hands out, and it's almost, Bakura, you can almost see this like wave of psychic energy come out as these two blades that look like giant scimitars come out and go up to the Spectre and like Anakin style
Nice.
cut the head of the specter as, with a loud shriek, the specter explodes.
Oh, nice.
There
Oh.
you go. There you go. Hell yes.
And the specter is gone.
Hell yes.
Okay.
Ah! Ugh. Every fucking time. Every fucking time.
Okay.
That's
So,
creepy.
specter's gone. What would you guys like to do?
What?
Would you like to look around the room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to look in the nursery.
Okay.
I'm gonna head up back up the stairs. I was interrupted. I'm gonna go back up there and take a look around.
Okay. All right. So as you guys look around, the bedroom contains a large bed, 2 end tables, and an empty wardrobe. Mounted on the wall next to the wardrobe is a full-length mirror with an ornate wood frame carved to look like ivy and berries. As you guys look closer, you notice that there are eyeballs among the berries.
Ugh.
The nursery, Arlie, contained a crib.
Oops.
You look and you see, Arlie, that there is a tightly wrapped baby-sized bundle laying on the ground.
Ooh.
Oops.
God bless.
And you can tell that that baby-sized bundle was in the crib.
Like,
Kira's just kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna go stand by there and
I'm just gonna walk in and look for this right next to Arlie's. Like, what is it?
Ari's kind of just speechless, like, because nobody knows, but she's a mom. So she just sees this bundle and it's just like, tears are just streaming down her face as she just points to the bundle on her.
Belvis is gonna go over to the bundle and very gently and respectfully kind of pull the cloth away to kind of where the head would, what he assumes where the head would be.
Okay, so you take and pull out the pieces of the bundle. You would normally know how to do this if you hadn't abandoned your kids, but
wow.
but so you start to undo the bundle, and as you open it, you notice that like around you, what was on top of this was this like eerily black shroud that was laying on top. That's now on the ground, and as you open the bundle and you look inside, kind of peering inside so nobody else can see, that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh.
Ooh.
So,
Oh man.
next week, we will not be playing this, so you will have to wait 2 weeks
Oh, that's right.
to figure out what happens next, because next week is our Halloween one-shot. Although this would play in pretty well for Halloween, but
Yeah,
it would.
Um, it's up to you guys. What do you want to do? Do you guys want to
I
continue?
see do this as
Do you want to
a-
continue
I like
this
the
next week?
Halloween. I want
We
the
can still dress
Halloween.
up.
Yeah, let's still dress up and finish this.
Yeah, because most
up
of
to
us
I
you.
are.
kind of really wanted to do the Halloween one.
Yeah, I kinda
Yeah.
want to. I really want to try out my character, the one I made my Halloween character.
Yeah, I kind of want to
I
try.
haven't made the Halloween character.
Do
Oh,
how about if you guys
What?
want, we can continue this one next week and do the one the Sunday after.
yeah,
Hollow-
that would give me time to make the character because
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think I've
And
made
because
So-
most of us are dressing up as our characters anyway.
Yes.
So, it makes
So next
Yeah.
week we will go ahead and continue this session because
Okay.
it does kind of fit in. Still, the week after we will do a late Halloween one shot.
Okay.
And yeah, so thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah, I'll say after.
Thank you everybody for watching. Please tune in with us next week. And yeah, so we will be dressing up. It's going to be fun. Bring some candy. And yeah, so join us next week as we roll the damn dice.
Woo-hoo!
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.